Hello. Welcome, everybody. You're not on Midnight's Edge After Dark, but you are on MechaRandom's channel, and I think she's still away. So this is like the closest thing we're going to get to a surprise birthday party for her.
That's true.
Oh, and then the other person left. Shoot.
Oh, darn.
Good timing.
Bad timing. Hopefully they come back. Well, happy birthday to Mecha. We have with us Tina. How you doing?
Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Hey, everybody in the chat.
We have Culture Casino.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mecha's birthday.
We also have Mary Mayhem.
Who's walking the doges?
Is still out. And we have Rob.
Hello, everybody. Hey,
I believe Mecha's back.
I just sat down. I can't find a pen. I was gonna.
We had another guest here and they popped out. I don't know if he's coming back.
Come on. Come on, give me a B here.
But otherwise, we will have some other guests popping in. But happy birthday, Mecha. How you doing?
Thank you. I am so amazed and terrified and all of the above. I wasn't really expecting anything, and I wasn't really planning, and I wasn't really aware. And yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. Thank you.
Well, so we're all just gonna hang out, talk a little birthday stuff.
Who did we lose? We lost Tina.
Oh, we lost Tina now too. Well, with the rolling blackouts, that's probably expected. Jason C already sent you a super sticker, Mecha.
Oh, thank you so much.
He sent two of them actually.
Oh, thank you so much, Jason C. I really, really appreciate it.
There's Tina back here. All right, and then we also have
Roger Haynes. Thank you so much. 149
yep.
super sticker. You know, I'm gonna put up my OBS just so I can hear them go off, so I don't miss.
Oh, you got it in the background. Cool.
Thank you. Oh yeah. So you guys always are like, do bigger and better, and do streams with people. Okay.
Well, look at this. Here.
Holy!
Okay,
oh, sorry. Yeah, I was about to hit it, and you hit it.
Oh, holy shit! You didn't have to do that, Culture Casino.
Holy cow!
Of course I did.
Thank you. Thank you.
You bet.
You guys are just gonna make me cry. And
it's a big birthday. These are the moments we're supposed to celebrate and acknowledge and do.
Well, I'm not even going to tell you who you just missed because they literally only had a few seconds, and hopefully he's
Go ahead. He wished her happy birthday.
Yeah, quartering did pop in for a second.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I hope he comes back for just to say hi at least. That was we're trying to catch
that's I see of all the channels that I don't have time to watch, I think this is the one that I do try and have try and make some time here and there. Never have time to watch anybody.
Jeremy,
I do watch and hang out. Oh, hello. Thank you. Welcome.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I am just gobsmacked and flabbergasted. I want to use the Trump. I'm literally shaking. I did not know.
This is basically the closest you can get to a surprise party on YouTube.
Well,
I agree.
Right? Online, virtual, I got to put on my camera. I put on my makeup. I put my camera.
Holy shitballs! Jeremy's here. I didn't know.
Now I gotta be professional.
Well, we don't know how long we got him for, but hello, Jeremy. How you doing?
Hello. I mean, I suppose I'm seeing a lot of wonderful faces. I hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
Yes,
it is. Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
See, it's usually a lot of wonderful faces and Rob. So
And Tina.
Oh well.
GD Chapel, $69. Hail Mecha.
Holy crap! Well, thank you. Hopefully, I'm not. I want to miss you guys in chat. I don't want to miss you guys in chat.
No, we'll definitely get to the chat here, but
does everyone want to introduce themselves? Well,
we did introduce everybody.
Knows.
We did already introduce everybody while you were gone.
Okay.
Wait, I was gone too. I have no idea.
We introduced you on behalf of Mary. We also introduced Mary, but
okay. Hi.
But yes, Jeremy as well is here now. So hello.
Hey, thank you for having me.
And
No,
Rob.
you gotta be professional. Be professional, me.
And Culture.
This is a birthday celebration. Are we supposed to be professional? Because I was literally about to get vodka. If not, that's cool.
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, you do you.
Drink
Here,
up.
I've got my Streamlabs alert going on in the background. Let me lower the volume here on that. So,
Mr. Roboto, $2. The Batwoman stripper will be here soon to make it perfect.
do we have a Batman and stripper? Which one?
There may have been some miscommunication.
That would be like the
Didn't we
ultimate. That would
Well,
be
we
like
did, but I'll tell you later.
Well, that would be the ultimate slap in the face to feminists everywhere.
there was a miscommunication, like I said. But Jeremy, since we have you here, I want to ask everybody on the panel where they first came into Mecha's world, where they first discovered her. When did you first come across Mecha?
Probably. Well, I mean, her YouTube videos certainly, and having a level-headed female in the commentary community, while not as rare nowadays.
I stalk you on Twitter. I think that's it. This is this bitch who keeps bothering me on Twitter, huh?
No.
Anna, Jesse, and Mecca made it cool.
Well, I mean, I like everyone equally, but I do. We made videos on similar topics, and I was a little nervous about the hair color, and then the takes were solid. So yeah, I've been enjoying her content for a long time.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I was kind of you get so in your little bubble of like, I think this is just nobody's watching except for like the 5 people I see every day in chat, or the dozens of people. So all right, let me turn down my notifications here. All right, let's just remove OBS because I'm hearing that going off and it's distracting.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a little too distracting. That's kind of why I figured this was the better way to go.
Probably.
I only produced, I don't know, a couple hundred shows. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's why I love Rob and Tom so much, because Tom is like this guy who I was just like this little gaming channel, just kind of being pissed off about Star Wars and Star Trek, and Tom was like one of the first people who ever was like, treated me like I was not just an audience member. And that's one of the things I noticed about Tom. He treats people like they're not just an audience member, like they're a community. He's like, yeah, come on the stream, come on the channel, come and talk to us, come and hang out. Because that he was one of the first people, him and Doomcock, and and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and Jeff from World Class. You get this community of people who, where if you talk enough and you chat enough, everybody kind of is aware and knows everybody. So the Tom was definitely one of the first. So that's why I'm like.
I'll have to say is I often call Tom the Chong to my Cheech. Tom is if I'm Howard, then Tom is my Baba Booey. That's the way he handles stuff behind the scenes. Baba Booey, yeah. So anyway, Bob from Bowie, Maryland. So David Stout. Oh, look at that. See, you're more popular than you think. See, I keep telling you're more popular than you think.
I was like, seriously, like I was saying, well, that's what I was asking. I was asking Rob yesterday. I'm like, should I do a stream for my birthday tonight instead of tomorrow? Because we got High Council tomorrow. And he's like, no, we're doing a thing. Oh no. So I start having a panic attack, full anxiety attack.
But you wouldn't let us do a surprise. Like this, I said, this is the closest you can get to a surprise birthday party on YouTube.
I begrudgingly had to tell her. But, I said I kind of wanted to keep it a surprise.
Like, look, we need to get into your YouTube.
Not like Mecha though. I don't like surprises.
Yeah,
you did it the right way. This was the right way to do it for Mecha.
Unless there's like pizza, beer, and hookers involved. I don't like surprises.
That could be
right.
Yeah.
Well, I was treading very carefully with Tom today to make sure I didn't spill the beans during our show together this morning. So
I did finally promote it at the end because we did want to get the word out there, but like as quietly as possible.
Well, that was the thing too, because I've been like, do I plan something? Do I not? Because I don't like streaming on top of like Az and Gary, because I know they do their big thing on their Tuesdays now. So I'm like, I try and kind of squeeze in. I try and have like a set time, just to where I don't, because I like having like, okay, I don't want to stream on top of like Timcast because I want to watch him, but sometimes I do like right after when I'm doing cooking streams, and then I don't want to stream on top of like, of course, I mean, I'm on the High Council, so I don't want to stream on top of that, and then I'll stream. Then I'm like, okay, well, I know Friday Night Heights is going.
You know what? You're thinking too much, and this is what we usually tell Mecca. You're thinking too much.
This is why you need vodka. So.
That's why you need vodka and weed.
I'm in Colorado. We got better stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, she does her edibles. There you go.
Edibles.
Willie Woodward, $2, Mecca, because she's fiery, honest, and kind. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Mazeris,
Mazeris from
$10. Stay amazing. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And Jedi 6, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Mecca. Happy birthday to you. Now we owe somebody. We own Warner Brothers 3 cents now.
No, we don't anymore. They
didn't they have to pay it all back?
Yeah, well, they got not all of it, but they had to pay out a bunch of
Wait, what?
The whole happy birthday thing for years, Warner Music was claiming they owned it.
No.
And yeah, so for the longest time, you had to pay quite a bit to use Happy Birthday in any movies, television,
ridiculous.
commercials.
You're not serious.
No, I'm dead
Nah.
serious. And then they changed. Somebody said, you know what? We're going to challenge this. So they took them to court, and Warner lost.
We have let's introduce. We have some big time Hollywood talent on hand. The one, the only, Mr. Cameron Pasha. Thank you for joining us, Cameron.
Thank you. I'm here to wish Mecha a very happy birthday, and to celebrate, I've got my favorite box of Indian sweets here.
Oh,
So I'm going to eat them on your behalf. This is my favorite.
There you go.
It's got a name that doesn't sound right in English, but it's called Barfi, which isn't
Okay.
but it's made out of milk and cardamom, and it's got a little thing of like actual silver. You have like edible
Really?
silver. Wow.
Edible silver.
wow.
This sounds just up
From
my
India
alley.
always sounds
That
and
sounds
it's always so good. It's always
that sounds really good.
It is really
It does sound good.
Interesting flavors.
Not a good name, but yes.
See, this is an honor of you.
So yeah, so we got Jeremy's take on where he first kind of got introduced to Mecha. Culture. Where did you first come into contact with Mecha?
Wow, it was really cool because I kind of found everybody at the same time. It was really a very fortunate thing because I was one of those people that came along and went, this doesn't make any sense. How could all these people? How could people be brainwashed into thinking this was good entertainment? So I found Mecha naturally through Midnight's Edge and everything else. But I had flipped by. She was in my recommended quite often because of everybody else that I watched. And so it was a unique thing. But it's going back a ways, and it must have been I don't know, probably maybe after she stopped doing gaming or whatnot. I don't know. It's been a while. It was under obviously a different pseudonym, but and the boss loves you. I mean, she sits and watches at night in bed, with the game shows. She loves it when you do like the Wheel of Fortune or whatnot, or Family Feud.
Oh yeah. Sometimes
love Wheel of Fortune.
gaming like video game streams here.
Yeah.
Terrible for the algorithm, but they're fun. Like people actually really like playing Wheel of Fortune along.
I love it. Yeah.
No, but Jeremy said it perfectly. I mean, of course he did. It was amazing to have somebody in our community, female, because there weren't a lot of female voices out there, for a long time that could, reflect opinions that I shared, and I'm not always looking for, obviously, validation from others, but it was unique, and your takes were great. And again, because of your difference in life and everything else, it was, again, I always appreciate everybody's life experience. And I think that that's what's unique about the way we are presented, is we have a different approach to it, but we all kind of feel about the same. We don't share the exact same opinions, but it's, despite all of our differences, we all come together and say, we can't do this anymore. And you were one of those brilliant voices. And you know what? The hair didn't scare me away. I like the hair a lot.
Well said.
That's the first thing. Like I didn't realize that. Like I was just one of these people kind of going around minding my own business for years and years and years. And I started playing like Yokai Watch, and I'm like, oh, this character has like bright red hair. And then I saw it again in another video game in Senran Kagura, when Homer goes into Crimson mode. It's a anime sort of beat 'em uppy booby girl game. Anyway, her hair turns bright red.
Tell me more.
Cool. So I love Senran Kagura. Yeah, so I love these, and so I'm like, I'll dye my hair bright red, and then I didn't realize, and I didn't know, and this was like before even Trump was in office, and before people were going, and we're not really getting politicsy on this, but before like the world kind of changed when everybody lost their goddamn minds and started blaming everything on that, like, oh, you didn't like Ghostbusters, you were just a I don't vote, I just sit here and play video games. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I'm like, oh, they all kind of look this way. All right, so let me make a video about the difference. The difference is bangs and fish lips. They have that kind of expression, and they have that's the difference.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to jump in here and say that's actually how I found Mecha.
Well, I was going to ask you next anyway.
Yeah, so good, perfect timing. So like all of us, I think right after The Last Jedi, I was like, what the hell's happening? And I was, I just needed someone to talk to, and so I was looking through YouTube to see if I was crazy. And Mecha made some very early videos. Who was one of the first people to really talk about where we had. Welcome.
Evidently, Jeremy had to get rolling.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Jeremy.
Thank you for showing up, Jeremy.
Jeremy
leaves
back to work. He has
Jeremy
he has a real
leaves
life,
as soon
real
as I
life.
get here.
Well,
That's
maybe you're the same
unacceptable.
person.
Thank you.
You're
It
the
really,
same
really.
person.
Oh,
It's like
it
Clark
means
Kent,
the world to
right?
me that everybody's showing up, and Jeremy and everybody here. So thank you so much, everybody. You guys are gonna make me cry. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to be like. You can tell I'm anxious because I'm bouncing, but I'm trying not to cry.
Happy birthday, Mecca.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, so I'm going to finish my story.
Yes,
I'm just going to
it's
finish my story.
Cameron was
How I
saying.
found Mecca. So I'm going through the YouTube, looking around, thinking, is there anybody else who thinks something's wrong both with this dumb movie that I just saw and something that's deeply wrong with entertainment in general that I'd already felt, working in the industry. I watched it decline to this place. And then it was like, oh my God, it's a quantum leap into madness. And then I found, Mecca was out there. And what was interesting was exactly the point she said. She doesn't want to get political, but exactly the point that she said is that she came out and said, look, the whole culture is going a little crazy right now because of these political issues. Everyone is putting them in there. And, you very early on identified yourself as a member of the LGBT community. And you said, you people are pandering to me. You're all pandering to me. And I don't want to be pandered to. I want to have good stories told. And I'm not interested in this. I'm allegedly your target market, that you're changing civilization to make me safer and all this other stuff. And I don't want that. I just want good entertainment. And I was like, wow, okay. So here's a ballsy woman speaking the truth. And then, I loved your passionate rants and one, the one thing that got me, and I don't know if you're still doing it, but I always loved how whenever you would bring in like an image or something, you would snap your finger. And that was that's your thing, right? Your snap was always cool, perfectly timed. And so that's how.
I can't do it unless I just snap myself out of the thing, but like I can do.
Did we lose her?
Oh,
We lost the
snapped
queen.
herself
She
out.
snapped herself away.
fucking Thanos.
I think she
snapping
yeeted
around
herself.
Snapped herself into
Yeah, I didn't mean to go completely
Did you
away.
hit the wrong button?
It's all Justin's fault.
I did nothing. I just got here.
Oh,
He's the troublemaker. He is a
yay!
troublemaker,
Yeah,
though.
he is Justin is a
What's
troublemaker.
up?
Birthday, Mecca.
Hey.
What's going on,
Lord,
everyone?
I'm gonna like. I was like thinking, I could just stay away. Just go. I was like, oh no. I'm really honored, and I'm like, so much. Like, there's so much anxiety dealing with like, do I want to do anything anyway? And like, I'm just don't want to go into that. I don't even want to go into that. But no. To kind of touch on what you were saying, Cameron, I've been one of those people where I just have been like observing and noticing and seeing and putting up with, and it's just like, okay, enough of this already. Enough of this. This isn't even the thing. I've been around long enough to remember this. I'm supposedly old enough to know the secret of life, the universe, and everything. And I think I figured it out last night. It is that Beavis and Butthead are the more profound prophets and are more progressive and intelligent than Star Trek, and that's just the meaning of life right now.
Wow.
What?
Procreate
What are you
and learn
talking
and
about?
Star Trek sucks.
It does now, doesn't it?
That's amazing.
Beavis and Butthead? I
She's
swear I
not
lost-
wrong. She's not wrong.
I swear I lost
What-
IQ points watching that show.
One of my favorite moments on Beavis and Butthead that I still remember is they were like watching like music videos from the 80s, like hairband videos and commenting on them. And so they're watching some hairband video and they find to speak literally the video was just a bunch of hairband dudes, screaming away some song that made no sense. And it had like this bad CGI flaming skull that would just fly around on the video, right? And then Beavis would be like, hey, this video sucks. And then Butthead would be like, yeah, but the skull's cool, and that's it. It just came down to that. The skull is cool. The video sucks, and I was like, okay, these guys are speaking the truth that we're all feeling in our heart.
Yeah, and even the season that came out just like, what was it, like 9 years ago? That was still good.
Right?
They made fun of everything on MTV, like all of the reality shows. They of course made fun of the Jersey Shore. They made fun of the newer music that sucks, and it was still fun. You still had the spirit of it, and I don't want to have any more because it was perfect. Leave it alone now.
I
So
think
did-
this new one is going to be just the same, and I think they're punishing Mike Judge for it because they removed his 2 other shows. It's like, you didn't learn anything at all. You're still just as toxically masculine as ever. So I think Beavis and Butthead will be good.
No,
Did Cameron get to finish his story on
Oh,
how?
sorry.
he
Yeah,
found
I
Mecca?
did. That was it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure before we got any deeper
Yeah,
conversations.
that's how I found you, and I've been a fan since, and I'm delighted. I've gone from being a fan to actually being in the Brady Bunch box. So
There you go.
There you go.
Here's a story.
Am I Cindy?
I think so. You're at the top. Or wait, she'd be at the bottom, I think.
Like
but-
if my DVDs are still in here, I could check, but they're not.
I
You
think
would
he-
stick me in the bottom left corner. I'll be
Oldest-
Jan.
Oldest to youngest. That's all I know.
Is it true that Mom Brady was banging Greg? I think they were banging.
Yeah.
I heard that
Yeah,
too.
they were
Yeah,
banging.
it was on a charity date. Like I think, or he asked her on a date and she said yes, thinking that I think it was like friends.
No,
So I believe that was the story.
Listen,
Sure.
I am a man of science, and I don't mind milfs. You understand?
There you go.
I don't mind milfs at all.
Welcome to Maj and I and Proper Justin. Speaking of proper, we haven't given them
Hey.
proper introductions.
Welcome.
Hi.
We also have
Like I said,
one
I was a
Jesse
little
Miller
upset
joining
that
us.
the quarter had left as soon as I got here. What's up with that, Jeremy?
He didn't have long. He had to run.
Yeah,
and
he
I
has
also have
like a day job and he does like 700 videos a day. I am just honored and that he would take the time out for
yes, I'm
my little
so
channel.
glad he had a moment to come in and say hi.
And all of you, all of you. I don't want to minimize anybody being here. So I'm honored.
So
all of
you
you.
never know
time.
who might pop in and say hi. I sent the link out to a lot of people. So.
I'll have you know, Cameron, that I'm looking up how to make barfi right now.
And I do have
that looks really
How to
good.
make what? It's really good.
Does he use
kind of
ghee
a
by
name that
any
doesn't
chance?
translate to English, but it's really, really good.
I do have
Favorite
something
dish
else.
in Pakistan. So yeah.
For Mecca from somebody who wasn't able to make it. Andre sends his birthday wishes to you. So there you go.
Oh, thank you, Andre.
There you go.
What's it like, 3 a.m. in the morning over there?
Maybe
in
popping
Norway?
in. Yeah.
Pretty late there.
Not that late yet,
Yeah,
but
about
it's
that.
getting
About
here.
He's probably just going to bed now.
Just
yeah.
about midnight-ish, I think.
You know, I've been to Norway. It was fine. It was just, it's just like really quiet, and it was just like everything was closed at like 9 o'clock. I was like,
And we have somebody trying to get
That's why
in.
you got to go for the one time they
Like
had
the
the
town I'm in
Olympics.
now.
If you need to make room, Tom, I can scooch.
Well, what I want to do is give everybody a chance to kind of give their story of how they
I
met.
was gonna say, if you want, I can after Cameron get mine in and then make a little room if you want me to.
Why, if you're busy, because I know you're a busy lady as well. Why don't
No,
you?
I'm not busy right this second. So,
Okay, well,
but
why
I'm
don't-
just trying to be sweet, so I can
No,
stay or
don't
go.
do
if
that.
you need.
Because Rob or I could probably bop out. For
stick around, Mary. As usual,
rotate-
there's high
yeah.
testosterone on these broadcasts.
Rotate-
You
Yes.
leave, it's going to be a very massively
Well,
unbalanced.
To be fair, though,
Listen.
Mecca has enough estrogen to balance any measure of
That's
testosterone.
Damn
absolutely true.
straight, Mary.
Tom, you can
That's
rotate me out for a little while, okay?
Okay, you actually. Why don't you just?
Rob
you'll have
Rob has to
close out.
probably eat dinner or something.
Yeah, why don't you
No,
close-
that's
Mecca, I
I'm
don't
fine
have
with Rob.
I don't have a jiggle cam, but I have the tank cam for you.
All right, Rob.
There you
I'll
go.
I
take
haven't been
first shift
jiggling. I
then.
didn't even wear anything low cut today because I'm like I'm cold. It's like a million. It's like
Yeah,
super
those were also the
there.
videos I noticed early on. I was like, oh, she's like jiggling her boobs. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this video. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I know. I probably should have wore something a little lower. I mean, I guess I could always change into the corset if we need to.
I should shave it for my birthday.
I think we're already at the
Yeah.
total where we would take the bra off.
Tom, can you
You know
not
what?
rotate?
Can I just say something?
You have
Mecca's
to
been
leave.
fucking
Like,
teasing me.
All right,
for
I'll
2
leave and I'll
fucking years.
just pop
And
in
now
for
that
a
I'm
little
fucking
later.
taken, this is horse shit.
all right, we'll have Rob back here in a bit so we can rotate somebody else in here.
Mhm. All right.
Oh, there was a Streamlabs donation. It looks like 2 here, and I don't know if you want me to say what your name is, but thank you so much. I'm trying to see if there's a message here, but I don't want to say your name just in case. But I do see a donation here from StreamYard, so tell me in chat if you want me to, and just like at me. So you now have to answer all questions. Oh no! So they want me to answer questions too. Oh, also I see Mary's other half. Caffeinated Wolf in chat. Oh, hello.
Yay!
And
See?
Nina's there. Hello, Nina. I do have chat up. I'm just like overwhelmed, and I'm like, panel chat.
Yeah, we'll get to the super chats eventually because you're gonna have to get to them through
Oh,
your
yeah, I know.
YouTube. So we'll
But
just
we
go
do
into
see that.
that.
We do say I'm reading every single one. I'm trying to read as many of you guys just in random chat as possible too at the same time. So I do see you guys.
Okay, now that Rob left, whoever was trying to get in quit. So.
Of course.
It's usually the way it
Wow.
goes.
Patience.
But yeah, this is your life.
I
Yeah.
know.
So with that, let's jump then to Mary, because you had said that you were going to check out eventually here too. How did you first come across Mecca?
So I came across Mecca over on Geeks and Gamers initially. Do you remember that 24-hour live stream?
Yes. Oh,
Yes. stuff.
That one?
That was good.
And
That
you
was
were
right
up
when
there.
Jeremy hit what 100K subscribers.
Yeah, right around it. It was like it was a little over. What was it? About 2 years ago now, right?
Yeah.
And you were up there holding it fucking down, and you were like one of the only chicks that I saw on the stream. So there was you again, like I said this earlier, it was you, Anna, and Jesse, right? Or like the holy trinity of the female fandom menace YouTubers, right?
Yeah, I
That's
think
where
we
it
were
all
the first three big. I definitely Anna and Jesse were around doing like Star Wars stuff before while I was still gaming. So they definitely.
Well, there were two holy trinities, right? So there's world class bullshitters, Ethan Van Skyver, geeks and gamers for the guys, and then there was Anna, Jesse, and Mecha for the girls, right? And so it was really we lucked out because there was like adequate female representation in that. Like at the very beginning, there were ample women to kind of stand up and use their voices, and that was something that was, and it was noteworthy about you that you got up there and you were very fearless, and so I was immediately drawn to you, and then I found out you were bi, and I was like, yes. And so I did fangirl like my ass off whenever I first got to meet her over on Creepy Little Book. I might have lost my shit behind the scenes. Initially, I was pretty wild. Well, not, I mean, still am. Even to this day, I'm still knocked off. You still knocked my socks off, Mecca. So yeah.
Oh man,
I'm getting kind of waking up by the sort of dynamic between you two. I kind of like it.
Man, you missed it, Cameron. Back in the day, Mecca and I used
Yeah.
to drive each other fucking nuts. There was
we used
like,
to do like super drunky flirty streams
Yeah.
and all this.
I'm gonna
I
go back
remember
and
that.
find those streams. Okay.
I'm sure
Actually, I believe
that
I met
was,
them
forgot
at
about that.
That was shenanigans back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then 2020 happened, and I just drew back. I just kind of withdrew, and I got more and more into my shell. And I like Mary
think
says,
we all
she says
did.
I was fearless, but I feel like I'm afraid of everything. I feel like I'm just terrified.
yeah, but
of
you never conveyed that. You never
No.
conveyed that in the slightest, and that I think is a testament to a measure of bravery that maybe even you don't take into consideration as being brave even when you're afraid. That is literally the definition of bravery, right? Is doing it even when you're afraid, and so that's something that sets sort of the bar for the rest of us female, not just female, but period, like streamers, period, YouTubers, period, people within this community, period. It sets the bar because we all know that you struggle from time to time when you're there and you feel like on the spot, but you do it anyway, and that's such a testament to your bravery and to your fearlessness and the impact that you've had on this community, right? We're all she's trying to hide in the drink.
I know.
Mecca
I
hides
start
in a cup.
coughing and stuff because I'm like, oh.
I want Twitter memes right now. Mecca hides in a cup. Go.
Yeah. It's actually just pineapple smoothie. I'm like, I'm gonna drink it before it melts. But yeah.
Yeah.
What's it spiked with? That's what
You know
I want
what's
to know.
funny is
Nothing
I
right
think
now.
I-
Well, mango. So that's what
If I
it's.
remember right, I think
We'll
I met
fix
you,
it.
Mary, through Mecca. If I remember
Do
right.
what?
I think I met you through Mecca, wasn't
You
it?
did. You did.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, Mecca was like, I have these really cool friends. Of course, I knew who Midnight's Edge was, but I wasn't like as familiar with the Tom aspect of it, or even the Rob aspect of it.
Oh, little
Initially.
did you know the Tom thing.
Well, that all turned out beautifully, though. That all turned out
I'm a
beautifully.
diva.
And well, diva or not, you've had a big impact on my life, and you've brought so much.
You and
joy to
Mecca
my
are my
life.
baby sisters. All right. Here's the thing. Even we're not going to get into Mecca's age, but no, like you two are like my baby sisters, and that's the thing with Mecca is like
Tom's definitely like my brother. He's like the one guy that I can trust to do anything, and I can like ask him to do anything. He's like the one guy that I will go to who always has my back, and that's why I always kind of keep him around. And he is
and
a
I don't
diva
candy
sometimes,
coat shit to
and
her.
so am I.
Same thing with Mary. Mary and her have probably seen me go off on more shit than anybody, and I will admit that.
I deserve it though. I deserve it because I'm crazy.
Y'all drive me crazy like sisters. That's
You
why I
guys
do
will
it.
argue sometimes, but it's like it's
Jesse's
a very
been with
familiar type of a thing. Right?
Jesse's been firsthand witness to the shit.
What am I witnessing? Also, hi everybody.
Hello. Speaking of sisters and brothers, we have Jeff and Jesse with us as well.
Wait, sisters and brothers. That's not fucking.
Not
at
for
all.
them, but they're like Jeff is like her brother, and Jesse's
You
like
know, Hollywood was trying to push the brother or sister thing
Game of
with
Thrones.
for
Yeah.
a while, right? And literally, I would have screenwriter friends. Like,
I don't think I'm about that that Targaryen life. I'm not about that Targaryen life. Sorry.
No, nobody is. But I'm telling you, I was getting scripts from friends. They're like, "Hey, can you check out my spec?" I was like, "Dude, why is there this incest scene in here?" Like, it's a thing now. I was like, "Man, it's not supposed to be the thing."
That's
I was
an
like,
excellent
"Get this thing out of
question,
here. It doesn't help
actually.
the script." I'm like, I don't want to read.
Why was it a thing?
Chasing
It's all part of the subvert culture crap that.
I mean, we all know they're a bunch of perverts, but like,
I mean,
is there a line ever? Is there? I don't know. Where it changes all the time.
Look, Game of Thrones, obviously, that's an actual story arc of the entire series book.
Show me a better way to
But
destroy
there was
a
a reason
family
it was being
unit.
promoted, in my opinion, in the industry because it became a thing, and I was like, "Man, this isn't a thing. We don't want this thing." Right? The audience doesn't want this thing.
It's like you're cherry picking the wrong things. You're cherry picking the wrong things from the show. That it's not the incest isn't what makes it good. It's the story that makes it good.
That kind of stuff might have been okay, like in the year 100 when it was like nobody on the planet, but not now.
like the Egyptian pharaohs did that kind of stuff, like Cleopatra married her brother. But man, that's like 2,000 years ago. So okay, and it screwed up their gene pool.
We must keep the bloodlines pure.
We didn't have options here, people. We didn't have options.
I can see. I know one person who's trying to get in. Miss Anna is in. She's another person who has the link. Hopefully, we'll have some room for you here real soon. Anna, Rob dropped
I keep thinking like I should just back off, but I'm like, no, it's my stream.
It's your stream. You have to stay here.
These stories are going to make sense if you're not.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to make room for some dignitaries.
Oh, Culture, I love you, and you know it, brother.
Oh, I know. I love all of you. I'm so privileged to be here with all these amazing human beings, and Jesse.
Well, you deserve to be here.
Thank you very much.
I'm kidding.
Wait,
Jesse.
I think he means Jesse Miller.
There's two Jessies here now. This is way
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Jesse,
I'm far
no,
more,
no, Jesse and Jeff.
more
No. I know. I
degenerate
respect Jesse way too much, and she yells a lot. So no.
Hold on.
No,
So we can just be Jeff C. That's fine. We'll just be Jeff C.
Pepsi. There you go.
All
Like
right.
Pepsi, but different.
All right. I was talking about Jesse Miller, but anyway, Mecca, happy 30th birthday. I know I just spilled. I hope you have a great day, and again, many, many more. Have a super day. See you guys.
Take care, Culture. We love you, buddy. All right. So hopefully there's some room now for Anna or whoever else is trying to get in. But Tina, I want to jump to you next because I know you've known Mecca probably almost as long or longer than I have.
Probably one of my closest female friends on like online here.
I'm Mecca's
Mom,
proverbial second mother. Is what I was going to say. Exactly. As well
It's
as
just how
Jesse's
Tina
too.
is, though, man.
Yeah.
She watches all of our backs.
Yeah, they know I love them. She knows I love her, and we have absolutely nothing in common, but we get along great. I think because I love that
women,
right? I love that Mecca. You know she speaks her mind, and that's what I love about her. I love that she's neurotic because I'm neurotic. She makes me feel more sane. But anyways, I met her through Pete from Creepy Little Book, which is where I bet everybody here that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's my short story.
Yeah, no, we're glad to have you here because you've been, like I said, you're besides Jesse and stuff, you guys have known Mecca the longest, so we're really glad to have you here. The awesome one says you're cat mom. What?
Cat mom.
Yeah.
She's the cat though.
Yeah, I do have two cats. I got one wrapped around my back right now because it's like 60 degrees. God forbid, he's freezing.
Aw.
They're little heat whores. They keep me
Yeah.
up.
Poor in our apartment.
And also joining us, we have Anna. Hello.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Thank you for being
Oh my
Anna.
God, we have the Holy Trinity here.
Who's the Holy Trinity?
Well, it's Anna,
three-
Jessica, and Mecca. Yeah.
Yeah, the three ladies that
The
started it
original
all.
girls. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
The Holy
So we
Trinity.
never-
Here.
I have a couple holes. What the hell? What?
There you
That's
go. It's like a
ample
Mount
estrogen.
Rushmore almost
We've
there.
made Cameron happy. There's ample estrogen now.
This is making me very. The problem
Cameron's
is,
just
most of you
chilling
ladies are doing the look, I'm a Muslim, I'm used to veils and stuff, but come on, show your faces. I mean, what's going on with this?
Yeah, but the
Hey,
thing is,
in my defense, I lost $100 roll of stamps
Oh no!
And I'm tearing apart my studio looking.
Why
for
did
them
you buy $100 worth of stamps?
Because she can.
Because I have to ship things for my Etsy every single day.
Okay, those like stamps in the modern world. Okay.
Yeah, stamps.
Why don't you get one of those stamp
Don't you have a printer? You
Each
can print
one of
labels
them-
these days, you know.
A printer doesn't make postal service stamps. So
They
I
have no. They have a deal where you can get it through the postal
Yeah, you
service.
can just print your labels
I'm
out now.
lazy. I want stickers. I like stickers. I'm a girl. And I need to put at least 4 of them on every single one of these.
Anna, don't buy your own postage through the thing. I use it. It sucks.
It's too late. I already bought it and I lost it. It's in this room.
That's why you don't do it.
It's in this room somewhere. I need to find it. That's why my camera is.
Well, you could have lost it, or your genie could have taken it. I've got a genie that
It
takes
was
things
right here on
and
this
pulls them right
desk
there from the
yesterday, and now it's gone.
You should never trust a
Psychic powers,
genie.
Mecca.
Yeah.
We'll find it for her. It's
She does look adorable in
Bit of
her.
air and
I
fire.
confess, it wasn't the genie. It was me. I ate it. I ate
next
it.
to
I'm
the
sorry.
phone and
Right here. It's
And
right
they're
there.
stickers.
Happy
They're
birthday,
fun.
Mecca.
I totally understand the sticker thing because I'm like, I should do that. I have like somebody printed a whole bunch of my little robot-y logo, the original one, not like the new updated one with all the wings. Somebody printed a whole bunch of those on stickers, and I gotta like send them out at some point and figure out a way to do that. Maybe I'll do it as like a channel member reward.
The
for the first
raccoon
hour mini.
stole 'em.
Hey, Mecca.
Raccoon stole.
Speaking of your birthday and art, I got a little surprise for you. I'll send you something in a minute. I got a drawing I did of you.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. It's exciting. I can't wait to show it to you in a second. But I got to go get my phone, so just give me about a minute, and then I'll drop it to you on Twitter.
All right. Then I get a screen share. Because I got to screen share my squirrel anyway at some point.
You have a squirrel?
You have a squirrel?
Oh, she's got the cutest little fattest squirrel in the world.
What are you
There are
doing with
two
the
of
squirrel?
them in my tree out front. So here, let me screen share here. There are 2 of them. There he is. He's like, what? What? That's my nut. So there's 2 of them. I think that's the mommy because the baby's the big chonky one.
Oh, is
He's
he
like,
big?
what? He's just looking around the corner like, huh?
They go to
What?
grab a beer and you're showing off Fatty McSquirrel again.
His name is Fluffernutter.
Fluffernutter.
Oh,
I like.
another.
So there's the other one. I think that one's Fluffernutter. I think this is the mom because this one's not as fat as the other one.
Are you keeping these squirrels all
No.
in style on over the winter, and you just keep giving them nuts? Or
I don't actually. I think my neighbor does though.
I told her she has to
Oh,
make it
wow.
pants.
Yeah, because
Like a
like here's
cartoon character.
Ants.
you should get like a little bag of walnuts and just like start a squirrel channel.
Yeah, seriously, look at him. He's
There
like
he
a
is. Look at
Garfield
that.
squirrel.
Look at that fat squirrel.
Oh, Daddy,
He is huge.
get junkers.
He can't
I don't know
hibernate.
if
This
that's
is his
the
only
baby.
option.
He gets halfway up the tree and then he has to take a rest.
Just be careful. You don't want to wind up like Anna and get rabies.
I was just there. I was
Wait,
just
did
taking
that
pictures
happen?
of them.
I did not get rabies. I
Whatever.
almost got rabies.
God, I hope
Wait,
not.
what?
I hope not. That'd be awful.
Did you have to get 26 shots in the
Anna,
stomach?
Anna got assaulted by a raccoon.
So why haven't we gotten like a better rabies shot in
That
like a
raccoon
century?
died.
I don't know.
Oh, look at him.
That's the less
Oh,
fatty.
Look, you know how much I go camping, Mecca. At a state park, I never see squirrels as fat as that one.
I know.
And all they do is eat in state parks.
That's
Winter
a
and
savage
summer,
squirrel.
eat.
If it's okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
dip out. There are like 1,000,001 people who want to come show some love to Mecca, so I'll scooch and make a little room. Happy birthday,
Thank you, Mary.
Mecca! Happiest of birthdays. We don't hang out often enough, girl. I'll talk
Hey,
to you
Mary.
later. Okay, happy
Thank you, Mary.
birthday.
Thank
Bye.
you.
I don't go, Mary.
Does anybody else have to check out while we got a second here, or are we all good?
I can go ahead and go too, because I'm normally asleep now. So
Okay, we'll get some rest, Tina. Thank you so much for popping in and
Happy,
Take it easy.
let her
happy
say happy
birthday,
birthday real
Mecca.
quick.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Tina. Thanks for being here.
Oh, no
Yeah,
problem.
see you later, Tina.
Thanks for having
just-
me on, and I'll talk to you tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Everybody in the chat. Good night.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna like legit start crying here. So I'm like so overwhelmed. I'm so.
Oh, Mecca, you gotta come on one of my streams then. All we do now is cry.
Look, all I gotta say is it's your birthday and you could cry if you want to.
Yeah,
Cry if you
yeah.
want to. Cry if you want to.
You will
Uh,
cry.
and I'm looking at that stupid squirrel. He's like looking around the thing, like going, "What? What? What?"
He's rather photogenic.
Well, so the one
that squirrel likes the attention. I mean, it's
yeah,
very
well, the one squirrel, like the mommy squirrel, has been like a mascot around the complex here, and it's just one of those squirrels that kind of looks and she'll go up to you and she'll be really curious, and then she had a baby. So when Rob was out here, we saw this squirrel and he's like, does she have a mouse? Does that squirrel have a mouse? I'm like, no, I think that's a baby squirrel. So I think that's what the little chunky one is. I think that's the baby.
The baby's getting fat.
Baby Yui.
So fat now.
That's a big squirrel.
He's a big chonkers. And I think that's the mommy, because the mommy's the one who's always super curious. Because of the little stance of what are you doing?
Squirrels shouldn't weigh double digits of pounds.
I know. But they're so cute. I really love those squirrels. So.
I got distracted for a second because I'm by my window and what I call an I Dream of Jeannie just walked by. The LA thing where you got the mask, but you got your midriff bare, right? So it's like, you're totally like Barbara Eden. So there we go. I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. Don't you love it when they just wear the chin diapers? They just wear it like down to here and like, oh.
I see that all the time at my job.
Right? This is annoying.
Yeah, the second nobody's around, everybody takes them off anyway.
Oh yeah,
I was a rebel. I got in an elevator today at the mall and I didn't put on my mask, and there was like 6 people in there and nobody said one word. I fought the power today.
Yeah, you know why? Because every one of them were like, "Good for him."
Well, they're all a bunch of woke white
Somebody
people.
actually had the balls.
I'm just saying, are you Islamophobic? Why
Right? That's
talking
what I've been playing. Like
I would
their
never
little,
know you were Islamic.
like with the Gina Carano stuff. I've been like, oh, you're just a sexist if you don't like her, if you don't allow her to speak her mind. And like the best comment I saw today was, Disney has the right to hire and fire anybody they want based on anything, and they have a right to disagree, but people don't have the right to dehumanize and slam and slander and apply political affiliations and all this stuff, and basically like canceled. Just completely remove Gina Carano from ever having any employment options ever again.
She's going to end up with so much money off of this. Number one, she should sue Disney, but
she's gonna be producing, producing, writing, and directing.
There should be petitions to have her in.
We have Chef Nation joining us. Hello,
Chef.
Hey, Chef.
Hello there.
Birthday.
Oh, thank you. You had a baby Yoda picture.
Did you show
difficulties?
Did you show Chef that your baby Yoda?
My baby. The life size. I should get him. Let me get him.
The life size one?
Yeah, I got the.
Oh
full
Jesus!
size. I'm just in sweatpants today. Is that it?
Oh wow, that's
Dress
big.
up.
No joke.
Oh, baby.
Is it like plush or is it like a leather?
He's like a resin.
Okay.
Well, that's an expensive ass one. From
I have the
Sideshow,
same
right?
one. The
Yeah,
statue
Anna has
one, right?
one too. This is the sideshow one.
Yeah, and she wouldn't let me forget it either.
It's like Anna has one. I want one. I want one.
No, she
Well,
wouldn't.
So I
and
feel
then
so bad because I haven't bought my Baby Yoda toys yet, and now I'm like pissed off about Gina Carano, so I'm not buying anything more from the Lucasfilm.
Somebody want to buy mine real cheap?
Oh, had I got it 1 week later? Oh, 1 week later, and it would have been bad. So, all right, you can peek. Yeah, you can just peek there. All right, I can still see everyone. Am I covered? Am I hiding? He can just sit here. Yeah.
I gotta say though,
Look.
I gotta say though, Anna, it was absolutely adorable watching you open the Baby Yoda. It really was.
My one-handed disaster. Everyone's like, "You need to get a tripod." I'm like, "It's not the same." My phone.
I was
and open this
scared.
box.
Oh, I was scared I'd drop mine, so I'm like, I'm gonna put him in the chair and I'm gonna not drop. Oh, I was so scared I was gonna break him.
I would say, Mecha, you got to put him in the background. You got to shine a light on him. Put him like on a plinth or a pedestal.
Make her a little reliquary in the back there just for a Baby Yoda toy.
Literally put him on a pedestal. Well, next time I'm out at like flea markets and stuff, they always have little pedestals, sort of like plant, plant stands and stuff. So you get something that's all ornate and weird, something like that's hand carved or so. I always find the weirdest crap at antique stores and stuff.
What was funny though, Anna, is you're like, oh my god, and you were opening up and you're just like, oh my god, this is heavy.
I know the stand is like a freaking brick, basically.
Well,
And
you're broads.
I did kind of drop it, and it did kind of get a scratch, but I don't care.
It's already shown it's been
worth
used.
it.
People were showing me these videos where I'm like, they're torturing their baby. Like, and I know they're doing it to make them articulated, and I get it. But just in my head, I'm like, you're hacking up a baby Yoda.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No. You pay all that money for it. The last thing you want to do is just start picking it apart.
Right.
Yeah, no, it has zero resale value if you cut it apart.
Well, I want to say this much, guys. We see the super chats. Keep them coming in. We'll get to them shortly. Mecca will have to bring it up on her end, and we'll get to those as.
I will. I'm seeing you. We are watching the chat. So sorry if I'm not acknowledging. I just don't want to interrupt everybody. And
yeah, we'll get to those when we get a few less people in here, probably. But I want to then ask Justin, when did you first learn of Mecha?
This was a while ago, when she was known as Random Game User 42. If that's you were on Geeks and Gamers, and I made a comment or something, and then you said like my name was like Voorhees 67 at the time, and you're like, oh, I have a huge crush on Jason Voorhees. I was both like surprised and like kind of flattered.
I thought you were the one who okay, so I probably misspoke a few times over anyway, but I thought you were the one who came back from our old Friday the 13th streams, because somebody else had used the same or a really similar, like the exact same profile picture, and I think it like really similar. It was definitely Voorhees and a number. So I thought you were the same person coming back from the old Friday the 13th game streams when I was a gaming channel.
I did not know that. I had nothing to do with that. But either way, I got a very good first impression, and I kind of kept hanging around. Same with hanging around Midnight's Edge streams, and hanging around for a while. And I guess just for some reason you made me a mod, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess we had talked to each other enough. We met in Vegas, which was a lot of fun. That night that we shall not speak of.
Word.
Where Jesse Miller almost got you guys arrested.
No, he almost
get us arrested. I had nothing to do with it.
Almost got his own ass arrested. Let's be clear.
No. What happened was there was some guy who was getting into a fight like down yonder, and I was laughing at it. So I started yelling, "Don't let him disrespect you like that." Then some homeless guy came up to me and he was like, "Why don't you say that to his face?" I was like, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" So he was like, what? And I was like, what? Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. And he goes and he tries to hit me with some carpet strips. Like, you know what carpet strips are? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
And the cop starts walking over.
Yeah, then the cop starts walking over. I was like,
I'm over there
going, this guy out. He's probably got all kinds of drugs on him.
You're going to get busted. Throw me your wallet, because if you get thrown in jail, I ain't got the money to bail your ass out.
My PIN number is...
Yeah, no, and then continue, Jesse. I just thought that was funny.
No, that was pretty much it. And I just walked away laughing, and the cop walked over to the guy.
Yeah, I'm like half-ass dragging Jesse away, kind of like not like completely, but just like come on, come on.
I was smiling and laughing.
Yeah, he was having fun. He's just egging him on.
Yeah, he's never done that before.
The Disney World fight had just happened, and I was trying to get a good fight on camera.
Yeah, that's true. Because we had shown Clint Howard Rob's throwdown at Toontown.
Yes, yeah. And
Jesse, you kept going, make me famous.
Come on. Yeah, I was drunk as fuck.
He was out.
I don't even remember
that whole trip.
Was this after the Aria, or was this after the meetup? Because I think it might have been after the Aria, after he drank that entire pitcher.
No.
Like he had the lady. I mean, he bought the bottle service or the actual unlimited beverage thing.
I don't think it matters. Jesse didn't sleep but 19 minutes the whole trip.
Yeah.
Where you did.
And it's like, not for nothing. You guys kept going to these panels I didn't give two shits about with all these new Star Trek people that I don't even know who the hell they are. I go to the bar and I go get doubles.
Well, me and Rob are like nerds. We're there working the panels. We're like asking questions. We're writing it down. We're taking notes. We're filming it.
Yeah, and we got that nice juicy audio clip of Jake.
So I was in Vegas once a few years ago, and I was in my hotel, and I came out of the lobby, and there were all of these like extremely geeky looking people, and the hottest women I've ever seen. And it turns out it was like some like computer, convention at the same weekend as the AVN Awards. And these were all. I was like, "What's going on here?"
It's been in January.
Yeah,
Vegas is a magical place.
Indeed.
I think we lost Anna, so hopefully
she knows how to use a computer. She'll be back.
Oh, her computer rebooted. Okay. I say usually she doesn't leave without saying goodbye, so I figured it was something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got Jesse. We've got who else we got left here? We got Chef Nation. You just joined us. When did you first meet Mecha?
Oh shit! I had an edible in my mouth.
He's living up to his name. Okay.
It's okay. I got jewel candy that Rob got me. So.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so I met Mecha actually on Gary's stream on Nerdrotic. He was bitching about what was it, Game of Thrones, and Mecha happened to be on there.
Was that?
And I kept looking at her. I was like, so I kept looking and I put in the chat. I was like, who's this redheaded bombshell talking to Gary? And then Mecha actually wrote back and dropped her link or dropped her channel in the chat. And I was like, all right, let me check it out. Watch a couple videos, and I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. And then I saw you that night on Pete's channel, and I was like, shit. And that was it. That was the tale, and the rest is history.
Yeah, well, God, the last time Gary and Doomcock both really, really blew up was with Game of Thrones, and I'm like, on the one hand, I didn't jump in on the Game of Thrones stuff, but on the other hand, I didn't have to watch Game of Thrones season 8. Because I had dipped like a couple of seasons earlier. I'm like, I don't know.
I want to
best part
interject
of
on
it's
that.
the Hound and Chicken.
I want to interject on that. I was just having a conversation with a pretty prominent screenwriter, and he's like, they're finished. Those guys from Game of Thrones, they're finished. Like the town won't hire them. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they've $100 million in their pockets, but literally the industry is like, we're done with these guys. I was like,
they blackballed them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think they got fired from their Star Wars trilogy?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And they just
I mean, it was the trades where people in the studios were putting out in the trades stuff like, these guys are just not worth a long-term deal. You're like, why I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, yes, I didn't like season 8, right? I don't know what happened that the entire town turned against them. And they were the defeated guys.
They already had the story in their hands, and they just didn't do that.
Yeah, this town doesn't care about that. There's something else going on that I haven't put my finger on. This town,
Well,
good storytelling, we wouldn't have the Last Jedi.
Well, I called it when it happened. Like, I'm like, there's no fucking way that these guys were allowed to just walk away from this deal. Yeah. No way. I mean, like, they were fired. There was this bullshit of, they decided they wanted to do other things. No, they were fired.
Didn't one of them didn't even have any real screenwriting credits before?
Weiss, I think, had worked quite a bit, right?
A little bit,
I'm
but not
sure. I think
that
the way
much.
around. Benioff had published a novel and gotten a movie made, right? He gotten a movie made.
Or maybe that's what I was
Weiss was sort of like, who's this guy, right? But I actually went to college with David Benioff. I didn't know him because he was in the cool crowd and I wasn't in the cool crowd, and it still seems to be the same, right? Or at least I don't know. He used to be in the cool crowd. But one thing I discovered to my shock when all that stuff came out was, because I was like, well, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I literally pitched an epic sort of fantasy series of novels 3 months before Game of Thrones was greenlit. I was told, I went to Showtime, I went to everybody. They're like, there's no market for swords and sandals and dragons. I said, all right. And then Game of Thrones gets greenlit. I'm like, well, what happened here? And one thing I discovered was David's dad was the president of the New York Federal Reserve. He's president of the New York Federal Reserve. So, this industry is like, hey, your dad's part of the Fed? Come on in. Here's $100 million. Go make your show, right?
That's incredibly shady. Holy shit.
So, I mean, I was like, okay. I mean, literally because their pilot didn't work, and HBO's like, here's a bunch of money. Reshoot the entire pilot. Like, that's not normal. What's happening here? And then I discovered he was part of a club that and for whatever reason, the club has kicked him out.
Well, yeah, he screwed up their favorite show.
He lost all of said money.
Well, that was the show that normies liked. Even Big Bang Theory was touching on it when what's her name, Penny, was like, yeah, I like Game of Thrones.
My brother Mark, who knows nothing about comics, knows nothing about like superheroes, knows nothing about like fantasy or genre or whatever, was talking to me one time at a family gathering for 10 minutes about the Red Wedding. And I'm like, dude, I've never seen Game of Thrones. I have no idea what this is. It's like, dude, there's this midget, he kills people. I'm like, okay.
You probably wouldn't hate Game of Thrones, Rob. I mean, there's like nudity and porn stars.
No, it's
Yeah,
too late.
It was a porn.
Was it
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage's girlfriend in there? She's an actual porn.
Well, she was, then she became
she
a
was.
legitimate actress, and
She wasn't really a
I'm being
star.
blacklisted.
No,
because
she was.
that
She's what
till
they
she
call.
was
She
on
just
Game of
called
Thrones.
a scientist, as I like to call them. A
Scientist.
performer of sciences. Because it's all for learning. It's all for learning. I like science.
He helps out down at the sperm bank.
Homogenized sounds like everybody on Star Trek Discovery. I like science.
Well, since Twitter is always like 20 minutes late on me. Every time I'm like waiting for somebody to send me a link on Twitter, I have to refresh it 7 million times and then I forget. So I'm sorry if it's Jeff sent me this 15 minutes ago. That's awesome. I like the cleavage. I like the boobage.
That's awesome.
I wish I was up a lower cut tonight. I can change it into the corset if I need to.
I just I got this back from the colorist today, and then Tom had talked about the thing. I was like, wow, what a perfect time. So, Becca, I hope you like your representation.
That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Like how you made her a Twi'lek. That's cool.
Yeah, man, it's all part of the theme. Tom saw his. He can share it if he wants.
Is Tom a Twi'lek too?
Tom's way sexier.
Rob's probably on eBay trying to find one of those.
All right, now we have to see it.
You know, one of the there was if you remember the ending of that we just saw of Mandalorian season 2 and sort of the bookend where you learn about the book of Boba Fett, he had he had the Twi'lek hot dancer chick there was one. I'm like that was a sign that they were actually, because I don't know that you can politically do hot dancer chick anymore, right? I don't know that you can do that.
I'm
And
so
so
tired. I'm so tired of this whole thing right now where you can't do stuff because of reasons. Like it's that same thing when people come at us like, oh, when they change stuff, it's not for you. How about the way it wasn't for you. Leave it alone.
Yeah, it was for everybody.
That wasn't for you.
Yeah, and for some reason, people are just like so conservative when it comes to like just women. I don't know, being hot in movies and dancing sexy. What's wrong with that? Some women want to do that. It's fun.
Love beautiful women.
Everyone
Everybody
enjoys
loves
it.
women.
You know, if you add in some cute guys, everyone's happy. But they always have to complain about something. And I'm just this happened, 20, 30 years ago because Christians, didn't like it. And now it's just the other way around. I'm like, what the
No, well,
why?
the Mormon woke is a religion. It's actually the moral majority repackaged by
Yeah, that's the exact same thing. I say that all the time. These are the same people who are going after rock and roll and D&D and everything else.
And hip hop.
Yeah, and hip
they're
hop.
trying to recraft social mores and values into something they can control to use against people.
We were literally having a conversation about censoring Miranda's butt last week. So just to show you how crazy
Why is that a big deal? Like, what is with that? Okay, there's some ass.
Censor a chick's butt.
What's wrong with some ass? Nothing.
It's like everybody loves tits. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, or a dog.
Yeah.
I love it. There's nothing wrong with a good pair of tits.
Precisely.
Well, I'm
Makes
going to say
everyone
this. In my experience, having worked on a lot of TV shows, the people that are loudest about this PC stuff, the loudest about the male gaze and crap like that are the people with the shadiest stuff in their closets. They're the ones, and I'm talking about women too, like powerful women with we're talking about I really am offended by this male gaze that we're catering to that. They're the ones who've been harassing their actors on their show, right?
They just want a spanking.
I always say, just take a look at Gail Simone. She makes she
No,
feels
thank you.
she tries to make, but there's a point in coming.
There's a point.
Everybody, she tries to make everybody else feel bad about their body because she hates her own. So I mean,
clearly,
there is a certain truth to that. If you hate, like I said, if I hate my body, so everybody should feel ashamed about theirs. I think this is dirty. Oh, I'm going to make sure nobody can enjoy it.
Yeah, look, I'm even fine with that Meghan Trainor chick showing off her body. Like, that's fine. Have fun. That's the whole point. It's no one should be ashamed of what they look like, and if they want to show it off, go for it. Go for it. And yes, inevitably there are going to be some people who are going to be assholes to you, but if you're going to show yourself like that, you gotta grow some thick skin and just realize that people are just going to be trolls, going to be assholes. And they suck, but everyone else is like, cool, fine. There's always going to be someone into something. So
yeah. I always love it. I love it.
Proper. Are you all about that bass, buddy? Are you all about that bass?
Oh, I am.
You know what? If it's the right temperature, sure, why not?
I'm all about that. I'm all about that, buddy. Trust me.
Going back to
the lower half myself.
Going back to what somebody said before, I love what Ethan Van Sciver said. He goes, "You have these weirdos come in with blue hair. Nice hobby you got. We're just got to fix it, bitch. It wasn't made for you."
Exactly. It wasn't made for you. That's what it wasn't.
It wasn't made for you.
And you know what's the worst part about it too? When you hear people come in and they talk about, oh, male gaze this, male gaze that. I'm like, you guys understand that when you changing it, you're changing it for the female gaze too. Like the females like to look at the pretty girls too. I'm just saying, you change. That's what I've been saying about like with Star Wars. They say, we have comics, sci-fi, Star Wars, yes, it leaned more heavily towards the male demographic. That's just the way it was. When I grew up, there was no girls that was into Star Wars. I was the geek. There was no girl saying, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with that guy. He plays games like me." No, that didn't happen when I was growing up. If they were down with it,
so hot.
Yeah, exactly. If they were into it, they were keeping it a secret. But they wasn't out public saying, "Oh, I'm all about Star Wars, sci-fi, all that stuff." So I always have a problem when I have people come in and they talk about, "Oh, well, we have to we need to make this for the females now." I said, listen, you don't get to say that to me because you weren't there in the trenches when I was. So what you're saying right now, you're coming now because it's cool to be a geek.
And Demange and I, if there were hot chicks that told you that they were into it, we always thought, us nerds thought it was a trick. It's a trap. They want to embarrass us.
It's a trap.
Real quick.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad because there was a lot of chicks who, did like it and wanted to reach out, but we didn't know. Me and my friends were nerds. We couldn't tell the difference.
I mean, if you're a chick into like Star Trek, it was never. I mean, like I didn't really hide it too much, but there's some people I would hide it from, and there were some people I was like, if they don't like the fact that I'm into Star Trek, fuck them or whatever. But I was also kind of a tough metal chick with the leather jacket and whatever. And
do you have that picture of you?
Oh yeah, we trusted the goth girls for sure, but
yeah, soul yourself.
That's how I was. That's how I
Stephanie in the chat saying they were women into Star Wars. Yeah, I know they're women into Star Wars. The whole point I'm trying to say is that the women that were into Star Wars were into Star Wars the way it was. You didn't have to change it to make this new whatever you're trying to do that's not working. This is not Disney. What you're doing is not working. Because anybody who has a brain, this is not working. You need to go back to the drawing board. Go back to that little whiteboard that you guys had. Erase everything off of that and put George Lucas' Star Wars and start from that. That's what you need to do. Bottom line.
I will say one thing about Star Wars in particular. Even when I was a kid, I always wondered why Leia was the only chick in the whole movie. It's like there's another chick in the movie in Empire Strikes Back walking in the hallway in Hoth, and I was like, "There's another chick."
Yeah.
For a moment,
just because she's the main one.
And she's an
Mon Mothma was the leader of the rebellion, though. So I mean, she wasn't there.
We didn't see her until later, though.
Yeah, but she still was.
Yeah.
I also want to know why on TV they always played Empire Strikes Back every weekend, but you'd have to wait like a month to watch A New Hope, so you never got the movies in order.
Yep, but also people have to understand, like, it's not about the quantity. It's not about how many women you have. It's what does their presence mean to the rest of the story. Like Leia may have been like the only main female character.
She was important.
Look at how much she's done. She was a leader. She's a fighter. She didn't take shit from anyone. She was funny. Like it vastly impacted the series.
So much of who I am because of how Carrie Fisher was and how she played Leia, and I think so much of like what I wanted to become in life was this is the kind of person I want to aspire to be. And they always say, oh, you got to see yourself on screen. Yeah, but I also want to be Yoda. I also want to have that wisdom and that strength of character to not get angry and pissed off all the time. I also want to be sometimes I want to be Palpatine. Sometimes I want to be angry and vicious and vengeful, and sometimes you want to be all kinds of different things, and just by saying, oh, you have to be this, it just feels like such a stereotype. It feels like such a
you get in your box and you like it.
Well, this whole ideology is about limiting people's sense of possibility. That's why it's all about identifying everyone has to put out their identity.
I'm so glad y'all brought that up because that's one of the things that pissed me off so much is when they say, "Oh, you." The actual what she said, girls can identify with Luke Skywalker, black kids can identify with Luke Skywalker. That pissed me off because Luke Skywalker was my favorite character, and I was pissed when I seen what they did to him in The Last Jedi. Like that's when my first blocking I ever got was with Chuck Wendig because he was talking all that stuff about white guys in their basement, and I was like, hey. Black guy here. I didn't like what y'all did with Luke Skywalker either, and he blocked me.
Well, I mean,
You raise your hand high.
They're quick to because they have to get that. It's not just personal. It is personal, but it's also they can't have you in their feed because you will disrupt the entire narrative. They got to block you. It happens to me the moment I show. I got blocked by what's his face? Ahmed Best a few days ago, right?
What? Why did you get blocked by him? What did you do?
I was a fan of his. He was doing his political stuff. He put out there, it was like, this was the day that Trump got acquitted again. And he said, what do we do now? And I simply posted, I think, well, it's time to focus on the current president and hold him accountable if he's doing things that aren't, effective. Now we have a guy, forget about Trump, focus on this guy. He blocked me for saying that. I was like, damn it, come on, man. I mean, that's a pretty milquetoast.
Wow. That's everybody. That's a pretty reasonable. That's a pretty reasonable thing you said there, Cameron. I mean,
and he cut me off. I'm like, that was the whole problem. It was too reasonable. That's why.
Half an hour before, I was on a live stream praising him. I was saying how he got, he was mistreated by the media, and yet his character, I wasn't a huge fan of Jar Jar Binks, but as I learned through Abu Nas, our friend, and others, his kids were. An entire generation loved that character. And so he gave a legacy. And I was praising Ahmed Best, and half an hour later, he's blocking me. I was like,
look, I was always confused by Jar Jar Binks because I'm like, why is there a retarded Rastafarian guy?
You know what? I was a kid. I liked Jar Jar. I fell for it. I was a kid. I was exactly what George Lucas was targeting. I realized the errors of my ways.
Listen, if you like Jar Jar, that's fine. He was there for people to like. The whole point of that is, and I think one of the things that George made a mistake was, I think he was trying to please a little. He was trying to make Star Wars like Star Wars is supposed to be a family thing, but he's trying to like dump everything in once in that movie where he should have just focused really on the oh boy.
Jeff, did you
that
draw
totally
this?
That totally derailed what I was saying.
A hell of a lot more sexier.
Really? That's creepy as hell.
Can you please send me that? I love it.
I'll let you see it as a part of this trading card thing I'm telling you about.
It's trademarked, so I can't. It's Jeff.
You should get that tattooed on your ass.
Tom, this is why I don't have a lot of pictures of myself floating around the internet. And now that I said that, Jeff is probably going to put the one he did at me.
Friend.
Let me find one of you. Let me find one of you.
What's up, drunk?
Look at an embarrassing picture.
I'm going to turn you into Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody.
It's Howdy. Yeah. God.
Rob Howdy Doody. Oh my goodness.
See, now that
Robbie Doody.
Now I'm less likely
Robbie Doody.
So Mecca, what are you doing to celebrate your birthday besides hanging out with all these dudes and a couple of nice chicks?
This was it. Oh, and I was gonna renew my lease, and I keep forgetting to turn in my lotto tickets. I won $10 on a scratcher.
That's good.
And I'm losing money in Doge, so I don't know. I was thinking maybe because I bought myself the sifter thing a couple weeks ago for my kitchen for when I do my baking streams. So I did that, and I have some presents to open at some point. I don't know.
Ooh.
From the PO box.
There you go. And welcome back, Anna.
Welcome back,
Anna.
If I need to rotate out, Tom, to bring someone in, I can.
Did you find your stamps?
No, I have not found my stamps. It's driving me absolutely crazy.
I'm telling you, it's a genie. When that happens,
are they in a roll?
Did Tulip take them?
Are they in a roll and you have little animals who will bat them and roll them?
No, they can't get in here. Okay. Animals are not allowed in here. But it was
the raccoon.
It was right. The raccoon died. Didn't you hear that story?
Oh, raccoon died.
No.
She killed it.
Did you kill it? Yeah.
I did not kill it. It killed itself by eating my chocolate. And
poisoned it. Okay.
Anna whipped out her lightsaber
Alright.
and slashed it to pieces.
Yeah, my mom had tamed the whole family of raccoons by using Nutter Butter cookies.
Anna went there. She's like, it wasn't just the men, but the women and the children too. I killed. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals.
I hate them.
Nice read.
Yeah, a lot showing.
Salt is coarse and it gets everywhere.
We all listening now?
You know what's crazy? It's actually nicer up here in the Northeast than it is in Texas right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
Really?
50 degrees today. It's crazy.
Dude, today wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was like 0 for the past 3 days, so I didn't want to leave my apartment. So I went and did my groceries today. So I was like, so basically the whole thing was so if you're brand new, if you just joined or didn't hear the story, so Rob and Tom were trying to kind of do a surprise birthday thing for me by hijacking my channel. Yeah, with so I had kind of made some plans without because I didn't know
Totally
for sure
hijacked the channel.
they were doing it, and because Rob, you know how Rob is, he doesn't want to like tell you. He doesn't want to tell you,
I know,
just say, "Hey,
got
be here." Because
I got a cryptic fucking message from Rob. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're doing a birthday stream for Mecha."
Yeah, and you know what? Last night we were hanging out till like late at night, and I didn't say shit about this because you didn't sound like you knew. And then you said you wanted to go. You said you wanted to go grocery shopping.
That was the thing, and I had already planned because it was like 0 degrees, like -11 yesterday. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do groceries today because I can squeeze in a stream on Monday because Tuesday I know that like there's other streams going on Tuesdays, and then I'll be like, okay, well, I'll just take the day off because it's my birthday, and I'll just do a stream like this weekend then or last night. So I was trying to message Rob last night saying, okay, so should I do a stream tonight for my birthday or just do one this weekend? That was last night, and so he of course is like super cryptic, doesn't want to tell me, doesn't want to say because well he's so
I
that's
finally
how the back and forth of that went.
I finally had to ask Tom, do I tell her?
Well, I'm like, you're gonna have to because we got to get into our channel eventually.
Just go sit down in front of your computer. For no reason.
And then to make
By
matters
the way,
worse,
you're lying.
Mecca's like totally lost on this StreamYard thing, right? So like I'm trying to explain,
yes.
and it was like this whole like rollerball of things happening.
And I
that we gotta
honestly
work
thought, because I was having such anxiety, like I honestly thought that because he asked me, you would put it on your other email, and because I got a couple different emails. Everybody has a few emails anyway, so I forgot my StreamYards one is not on the same as my YouTube thing. And I honestly believe.
So I'm like, I'm not in the right one here. Are you sure this is it? And she's like, I know that's my only one.
We're all behind the couch.
So then I'm like having a big panic attack. So I'm like, okay, let me eat a gummy and let me make a smoothie.
We got her. We got her done. We got everybody in here.
So now I'm like
people showed up than I expected. So thank you.
Yeah, thank everybody for hanging out. Thank for the chat. Thank for everybody who's had to dip so far. I'm like, so you guys have no idea how like I was literally shaking, and I know I'm like literally shaking. I was actually literally shaking because I just get so much anxiety and get so
We
nervous.
actually have more people who might even pop in yet. So,
So you guys have no idea how much this means to me, and I am hopefully 2 fists to the wind of into the gummies. So I'm actually calm.
and we've got High Council coming up tonight.
And the High Council was
I
asking
bought
me
beer
about
because it was your birthday stream.
What was that?
I bought beer
True
just
that.
because it was your birthday stream. So want some fun.
Yeah, have fun, drink up.
I've been drinking Fireball and edibles, and I'm super pumped that I'm on stream with that Star Wars girl and Mindless Entertainment and fucking world class bullshitter. I'm totally fucking
Chef
geeking out.
Farrell's been doing stuff on her channel too. Chef Nation, she's been doing stuff on her channel. So
Speaking of world class, though, the funniest thing you ever did was that goddamn turkey thing, but fucking with Billy Zane.
Yeah.
More stuff like that.
I showed my son that he couldn't stop laughing.
Well, you guys have met each other, haven't you, Jesse and Jeff and?
Yeah, he's a mountain man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
as big
You
as a
guys met
mountain.
out there in Vegas. Yeah,
everyone's in Vegas.
He had no idea who I was, and I said, "Hey, big man, first one's free."
Yeah. Most of us have met Jeff and Jesse. Demontra, you did.
I've met you, Anna, Jeff, Jesse. That's it. Yeah, that's everybody. I was hoping
on a stream together
on the
panel. No, I'm talking about like physically met. Like I actually met. Like I actually shook people's hands.
I wins at life because he brought me chocolate when he met me.
Oh, wow.
So he's been my favorite person that I've met.
Yeah, I would have brought you.
Who did that?
You did.
Me?
No, Damaj and I.
No, I bought it.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
bought- No, I bought it. I bought
Was
you
it
and
good
Jesse chocolate.
Was it like high quality?
It was Hershey's.
It was
Hershey's
my
almonds.
favorite, which is Hershey's bars, because I'm not too picky
No,
when
no.
it comes to chocolate.
Hershey's
No,
bars are
Damaj and
perfectly
I.
fine.
What's
Damaj and I, you gotta get the ladies this,
not
this
know
chocolate
Guys,
called Baci Perugina from Italy.
guys, it
Oh,
was
Baci.
all about the quality of the chocolate that delivered it.
Oh,
There you go.
You're moving in with the charm with Abu Nas. You know, Abu Nas has got his harem. You're moving in, man. You're kind of dethrone the Sultan there. Be careful.
no.
Yeah, but it was great to meet everybody. I'm so. You know, it's crazy to think about. It's been what 2 years now?
It's gonna be in about April or May. Yeah, I posted a few photos just yesterday.
It's crazy how fast time flies, man. I really can't wait till this stuff, opens back up so we can meet up. I know Ethan wanted to do something in Florida, which would be great. We're still supposed to have a Dark Council meetup at some point, hopefully this year. But that's basically it. I mean, I miss going. I haven't even done a hip hop show in over a year, so that's like driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, like I love both of the Vegas meetup and the Chicago meetup. Were like two of the best times I've had in
I wish I had
quite
known
some
about the
time.
Chicago one. I could have made that one possible.
I wouldn't go to Chicago if you paid me.
It was freezing. It was freezing.
It was so cold.
That was a
You
Star
guys
Wars
need a
celebration.
Oh,
Did
Anna,
have to
you
buckle on
remember
bullets
there
'cause
was
it's like
trash
the murder
literally
capital of the United
being-
States.
Anna, there was literally trash like blown into our faces.
I know. I
It was
remember
disgusting.
I got so much shit because it was me, Jesse, and Jeremy in the car, and he's driving, and I'm just sitting there bitching, like, this place is hideous. No wonder I
Right.
never traveled this far out.
You're absolutely
It never
correct.
used to be that way. That's sad.
It's ugly. And Jesse's like, no, Anna, look at this. It's pretty. I'm like, no, fuck this. This place is hideous.
You know what's crazy though?
We had
growing
a
up-
plastic bag that had a needle in it fly in our face. Yeah,
that's
very beautiful.
yikes. That's a huge yikes. Let me
Now I have to
tell you
go get
something.
AIDS
Me- that
tests
didn't-
for 6
Me,
months.
me,
Thanks.
growing up
Thanks,
in
Chicago.
Brooklyn, even when I grew up, it wasn't as like crazy like you might see. I think it's been over exaggerated, but like now, forget about it. Like New York is like.
New
Especially
Jack
like where I
City.
grew up, it's not. No, it's not. It's almost like freaking Sunnydale and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now it's like all freaking dining outside.
New York
like,
is New York is
where,
changing.
where
a
I
lot,
grew
yeah.
up, where I grew up is definitely like that. Like it's like like the prices of like.
Sounds like they flip flop then.
Oh well, yeah. Well, it definitely.
You
definitely
should have
got-
seen.
Definitely
Yeah.
got gentrified, big time.
Yeah, you're
You
probably
should have
right.
seen. You should have seen New York in the '70s. Oh my God!
I was gonna say, back in the days, New York.
I was too young then.
That's why they made the
I was
wall.
born in the
I moved-
70s.
I came to the U.S., New York in the 70s. I came in 1976, and so yeah, it's just.
I was born in
wall.
1976. I didn't see it.
There's a movie called Mondo, New York. If you want a glimpse into what New York used to be like, it's a far cry from that now.
Right. Well, I want to, since Damaj and I kind of got the floor, why don't you tell us how you first come across Mecha?
The first time I actually heard of Mecha was about or throughout Doomcock. He kept saying like Mecha was like his made up android or something like that. Like what is this you talking about?
Oh, so you go way back.
Yeah, and through that I started checking out her channel, and then actually the very first video I did about Mecha was literally 2 years ago now, and it's when you had it's like the first time like you was speaking about against Star Trek. He was getting a bunch of haters and everything, so I had did a video about that because I'm all about us content creators sticking together, whether you're a big channel, small channel, whatever. And if the big bad mainstream media or the Twitterverse comes after you, I think it's our job as content creators to stick up for each other. So I did that video. Mecha didn't even know me like that, and then like she hit me up like months later. Oh, I didn't even know you did this. I'm like, yeah, I did. But yeah, so that's kind of how I ran into Mecha. Like she like they've said before, it was Mecha, it was Anna, it was and Jesse was the big three that I first saw as far as the ladies in like the Phantom Menace team. I know a lot of everybody says they're Phantom Menace, but the Phantom Menace genre of people that was out there, y'all were the first three that I saw that was really speaking out as far as the ladies were going out. So yeah, that's how I met.
Awesome. So Cameron, were you gonna hop out here soon, or did
Yeah,
you...
I mean, I've got to take care of some stuff. I think I'm coming onto your.
Yes, you're gonna be on High Council tonight.
It's good, and so Becca, you're going to be on there, right?
Yeah, should be.
All right, good. Can we
Somebody
have
don't
some more
fucking
feminine
pass out
energy,
from
please?
exhaustion and
We have
delirium.
Mecha there. We need more beautiful women on the channel. Okay.
I'm bringing in the. If anything, everything goes right, I will have the most beautiful woman on the internet there. Trust me.
I will. We already have one of
Gina?
them, so this is
You're
great.
gonna have Gina
Is it
Carano
Gina?
or
Is it
Elvira
Gina?
on there? Is it Gina?
I'll give you a hint. Hello.
I was just about to say, my mom is busy, Tom.
Anna knows exactly what I meant by that.
Wait, Anna, is your
Now
mom the
I
Portuguese
gotta-
side or your dad the Portuguese side?
My mom is Scandinavian. My dad's Portuguese.
Okay. All right. Okay.
A lot of combo.
Nice.
Wow.
That is
That's
weird.
a
How
nice
come you're so
combo.
short?
All right. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, I
Matt
will
G knows what I mean.
come in. Becca, have an incredible birthday. I will see you again in a few hours.
Oh, I think I got it now, Tom. I think I know who it is now. I think I know who it is now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hold on for my surprise. I didn't get it, but it's good. And Jesse, I just got to say to Jesse Miller, I love the fact you're smoking. You know,
I love cigarettes. They're gonna
it's
kill me.
we got here, dude. To remind me, I feel like I'm watching a '50s movie with the smoke just come on and up, man.
Well, half
I
the
feel like
time
I'm
it's a
watching like
joint,
you know,
so
a
it's not
classic
always a
noir, and I
cigarette.
love it. All right, guys. God bless. I'll see you all. And
Take it
we'll
easy, brother.
All right, peace. Bye bye.
And now we're back to
Awesome.
9.
Yeah, well, that's all right because I'm sure more will come in. But I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to tell where they first came across Mecha. We've gotten pretty much everybody here, but Jeff and Jesse and Anna and Jesse and Rob and I. But Rob and I will wait till last. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, Rob, you better think of something nice.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Always.
No.
Well,
Go
I
now.
was gonna ask if I could go because I'm actually gonna have to now run to the post office before it closes.
All right, well, that's between you and Jeff now because y'all got to fight it out.
Anna, take this one.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Jeff. I met Mecca because she used to comment in my videos and used to show up in my chat all the time. This is probably going to embarrass her. So I used to say, I don't know if you remember Mecca, but I mean, you left a comment saying, oh, and I was like, I remember people based on their pictures, not their names, because as you guys know, I'm severely dyslexic and don't read very well, especially out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remembered her because
I'm
her
the same
hair.
way.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember you because you're the girl with the glasses and the red hair in your picture. And she's commented in one of my live streams. And she's like, oh, you remembered me. And then I did a really bad video. And she left a very, very aggressive comment. And I was like, oh, no, this. And this is why when people say I don't take criticism, I'm like, you can be very aggressive. You can be, not the nicest person in the world when you leave me a comment. But if it's valid criticism, I listen and I remember. And she was very, very harsh, which she had every right.
It was awful.
No, you had every right to be because I made a video based on something that it was on in the room. I was painting, so I didn't have my full attention. And she was right. Everything she said in the comment was right, as harsh as she was. And I was like, I will never do this again. I will never make a video of something that didn't have my full and complete attention. And so Becca taught me a lesson, and that was before, she was really making videos. It was still gaming, and you weren't even MechaRandom. You were something else, right?
You're still random game user, yeah.
Yeah. And then she started
I'm bad with names.
Well, then you started making videos, and like your channel blew up, and it was just a complete, so I feel like I've been watching your journey since the beginning too, since you were just, commenting in the chat. And then all of a sudden you were on Doomcock's channel and I was like, oh, hey, that's that chick that left the comment and stuff like that. So I never held a grudge or anything. If anything, you helped me become a better content creator.
And now I suck because now I'm doing it with I zoned out halfway through this one division and I'm sorry. And I think I'm out. So now I'm doing the same thing. No, I'm sorry. It was harsh. And I think that's kind of made me
I don't learn if it's sugar-coated. I don't learn if it's sugar-coated. I need the harsh criticism so that way I can learn and I can improve myself. And I wouldn't have been able to do that.
No one needs a yes man in their life because it's never going to help you do anything. Mm-hmm. Listen to the Muffin Man.
Mm. I don't know. I like yes people as well.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes.
Tell me I'm good. Tell me I need praise. Praise me.
Anna needs some minions.
Well, no, I don't think yes people are necessarily like minions that praise everything you do. It's just, always down to do something fun is the way I see yes people. But that's just me.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Remember? No,
and also it's kind of encouraging, people having your back, but
Plus, you
if
could send them on a beer run when you don't want to go.
Well, that's a different type of person.
Yeah, that's a gopher.
Yeah.
I
Well,
need one of
most
those,
people
too.
are.
I should train one of the squirrels to do it, or train one of the prairie dogs.
That's Rob at every party in the '90s because they knew I'd actually come back with the beer when they give me the money. That's what that is.
That's what I need you to do here now. And Rob, go take out the trash. Rob, let's go to the store.
I actually went on a few beer runs myself because I was the only one who could pass for 21.
Well, I do have to get going, but happy birthday, Mecha. I'm so proud of you, and I
Thank
can't
you,
wait.
Anna.
No problem. And I can't wait until you come on mine and Jesse's show again, because we love having you on there. And it's always fun when all three of us can hang out. And it was nice talking to everyone here.
See you later, Anna.
We love you,
Happy
Anna. Take
birthday.
care.
I hope you have a great rest of your day. And bye, everyone.
The second that she gets
Bye.
home, she's going to find her stamps.
Right?
Yep, I hope so.
Right.
I do hope
She's going
so.
to walk back in the door and they're going to be like right in front of her face.
I really hope she finds them at some
That's
point.
that's a lot.
$100 that's a lot of money to lose.
Yeah, I mean, she can still use it
Yeah.
at some point.
It's a
right?
sheet of stamps. It will turn up.
Yeah.
It's not like they go bad.
I sent you something funny, by the way. Actually, you know what? Fuck, I'll just show it.
Show it. Yeah. You can adjust, right? You can like move everybody, and you can zoom in.
Yeah, I can do all that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, but it's just a funny.
It's a
little
picture. It's a picture of me, isn't it?
It is. It's a picture of Rob naked.
Oh,
No, there's a
That's
cute
some
little
sexy
Easter
shit.
egg I never even noticed before.
What the
The
hell?
little notebook on Doc Brown's
Is that
side
garbage
there
notebook?
is the Gremlins notebook.
Oh wow!
Why is he carrying that with him? Oh, that's just
He's a
a normal
scientist. He's got
notebook.
to have a notebook to jot down notes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Did you see the Gizmo? Did you see the
What?
Gizmo Mountain Dew thing?
Yes,
The
they
Mountain Dew
adored
commercial?
it.
I saw that because of Tom.
It was so cute. I had to take a picture of me and Gizmo. My little Gizmo, my one little Gizmo back there. I don't have enough Gizmos, but I have one of them and some of my, because as everybody knows, I'm addicted to Diet Mountain Dew, or Mountain Dew Zero specifically. It's like the best one. So I'm like, that is for me. That is Gizmo, which I love, and Mountain Dew Zero, which I love.
I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew, but hey, if they're gonna promote Gizmo with it, I'm all down.
And they brought him back, and he's so cute. And then they made a punk. Can we show it?
I don't see why
Go
not.
ahead and show it.
Culture, you
channel,
showed
dude.
that.
It's
Culture and I showed it
birthday.
this morning. Did you get a claim this morning, Culture? Let me know.
If it's a claim, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Oh
I can
yeah, it'd
always
just be a
edit.
claim.
Yeah, I can always just trim it out. But
Here,
I got my
I
son
got
a really nice gizmo down at Universal when we went last year. It's cool. Like the eyes blink.
yeah, I was almost going to buy. I was at Target. I was almost going to get the Baby Yoda that is the radio controlled one that drives up, and then I changed my mind, and I'm like, no. And then the Genie Chronic stuff happened, and I'm like, I think I made the right choice, because I've got this one, and then I've got the talking one that my mother got me.
Yeah, this thing's adorable. I love this commercial. All right.
That's why I kept calling all the child the space mogwai. That's exactly what they. He's a smogwai.
Just Mogwai.
I'm still blown away that you taught me something I didn't know about one of my favorite movies.
I didn't know that until today.
I didn't know. I had no idea. Jeff, did you know that?
Hell no, I didn't know that.
No, what did I miss?
I had no
That's
idea.
the notebook.
Doc Brown's notebook.
Doc Brown's notebook.
That's a very strange Easter egg, like a Spielberg Easter egg.
Oh yeah. You guys ready?
I'm impressed.
Want to try some of my Mountain Dew Zero Sugar? Try. It is tasty. And just as good as the original, but without any sugar. Be careful.
At least he still looks like himself.
He got wet.
Hey, Dad, Mom wants.
Fuck you there, dude.
Why was she wearing a Wednesday Addams sweater or shirt?
I have no idea.
But
just
Were
give.
they supposed to be redoing the Gremlins or something like that? Or
Yeah,
gotta
there's
go
supposed to
get
be a
some
Gremlins
now.
story.
Just give him a straw. That's how you avoid that.
Yep.
Put him in a fucking hamster ball.
It's like, it's bigger than he is. Why would you give it to him? You're just neglectful.
He's just
neglectful.
I can't wait. I hope they do a bunch of those and we see like a bunch of like Gremlins charged with Mountain Dew. That'd be hilarious.
You know, I still have never seen Gremlins.
What?
Go watch it right now.
Do it.
You need
Do
to
it.
get off here.
So
and go watch
cute.
Gremlins.
Do it now.
Not yet.
I can't,
no.
believe I can't believe we're friends, Justin. I can't believe we're friends.
know,
What
right?
the fuck?
I miss Gremlins. I already
I don't think,
I
Jeff,
know
you
the
don't like
rules,
Gremlins
but
much,
that's
do you?
about it.
How can you quote unquote miss it? It's available. You just gotta look for it.
No, I just I missed that train. I watched the Goonies instead.
Where's the Goonies I'm thinking of?
Goonies is better. But
Okay, so his Gremlins is the one you didn't care for as much, yeah.
No, it's just like I heard about Gremlins and the Goonies, and I found the Goonies, and
well, I mean, there's only so much Corey Feldman one can handle, so I get it.
yeah, I already watched Friday the 13th and Stand By Me and License to Drive.
Not License to Kill. That's the wrong movie.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman in a 007 flick in 1989.
That would be. Wait, that didn't happen. No way.
There was a 007 flick in 1989 called License to Kill. So.
Oh yeah, the same year License to Drive came out. Totally different movie.
Let me tell you, one of my favorites from back in the day was Avengers and Babysitting. I love that.
No, that's a good one.
I called that The Mandalorian for the first season.
I saw Gremlins and Ghostbusters on the same night.
Which did you like better that night? I need to know.
Ghostbusters.
Good call.
Wait, yeah, they came out on the same day, didn't they?
Same day, yep, same day.
Isn't that amazing? There are two really great movies that came out at the same time. Oh, gee, yet I can't choose which better film to go see. Wow. Imagine if that was today. That would be amazing. What a novel concept, having good movies and having to...
You could have went in December of 2019. You could have gone to see The Rise of Skywalker or Cats. I mean, come on now.
Oh, yeah, great options.
Yeah.
I'm jealous that I didn't even get to go. Like, I could have gone.
We're just...
I threw myself out of it. Jealous of
Oh,
that.
to Cats?
We're just... Yeah. We went from an embarrassment of riches to just an embarrassment.
Yeah, you're right. We did.
And Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom came out that same year too.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Oh, Karate Kid's so good.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. I rewatched that recently. It was really good. Still holds up.
Beverly Hills Cop was awesome. I love that movie.
Yeah.
My favorite part still is when he's like, disturbing the peace. I got thrown out of a window.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Robert, I've seen the movie way too many times. There was a discussion Jesse and I had about a month ago. She's like, is Back to the Future really your favorite movie, or is it Beverly Hills Cop? And we had a long discussion about it, remember?
Yep.
It was like a serious talk, too.
Did you make a decision?
I did.
That was a decision.
I sided with Back to the Future because the originally I had got this Beverly Hills Cop Blu-ray and I was super excited. I stopped everything I was doing to watch it. But then I got to Christmas time and I got these Back to the Future Playmobil sets and all this shit. And I got excited like I was a kid. I'm like, yep, Back to the Future is still my favorite.
Oh yeah, there's this little hoverboard that it came with.
I do have that.
Yeah.
But I got
I have it on display up there.
Yeah, pretty much outside of Back to the Future coming out in 85, I'd say 84 was like the best year for movies ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Look, hold on real quick. Speaking of Back to the Future, where are effing flying cars? I want my effing flying cars. They said by 2015, we would have flying cars, damn it. Where's my flying cars?
No flying cars, no hoverboards, well, barely hoverboards.
You got barely hoverboards.
Yeah, we got nothing.
It's a lie, damn it. We got cell phones. We got the the spy watch that you could talk into. All the stuff you've seen in movies. I want my damn flying car. Elon Musk, make it happen, damn it.
You know what I want out of that movie? I want that jacket when you got wet and it was that self-drying jacket.
Yes.
Give me that. Give me that. Boom.
Let's see what also came out in '84. Footloose. That was a good one. Splash.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Flash.
Revenge of the
Damn it!
Nerds.
The Never-Ending Story. Well,
Never-Ending Story was one of my favorites back in the day too. I
fucking love Never-Ending Story.
I'm not getting into it right now.
Red Dawn, I think, came out.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Police Academy.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn.
Oh my God.
Terminator.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
T1, yeah.
No, it can't be played. It can't be played. Columbia-
16 Candles.
Have you seen it, Proper?
What's that?
Have you seen that one?
16 Candles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I've seen it
Oh,
multiple
sexy
times.
girl,
I saw it recently. I still like it. I hate Pretty in Pink, but I like 16 Candles.
Yeah, 16 Candles is much better.
Yeah.
Directors, thankfully. Howard Deutsch is next on Hughes.
All I'll say is the Breakfast Club was Molly Ringwald was the one who turned me into loving redheads. She did it. It was her fault. I blame her.
I'm actually surprised they haven't tried remaking the Breakfast
Don't
Club.
give them any ideas.
Shut up, Rob. Shut up.
Like anybody's like they're listening to
They are listening to us. Listen, they know of the Phantom Menace. Trust me, they listen.
You shut your mouth, Rob. You shut.
Romancing the Stone also came out in '84.
Romancing the Stone's a good one.
Red Dawn.
Yeah.
See, and all these movies came out before I was born. All these
Streets of
movies came
Fire.
out before I was born.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, Revenge of the Nerds. That was
Bachelor
great.
Party. Yeah, I mentioned Revenge of the Nerds earlier.
Can't do
Neverending
Revenge.
Story. Did we say Neverending Story?
Yeah, we did. And then
Stop. I don't want to. No, I'm not
the
going.
Muppets Take Manhattan came out that year as well.
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater.
Can't do
Purple Rain.
Splash. Starman.
Oh, the
Purple
Prince
Rain,
movie.
Starman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Purple Rain. Who knew he could sing? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hey, Tom,
What's up?
did you see that Batman '89 comic announcement today?
No.
Yeah, they officially announced they got the license to do a Michael Keaton Batman comic that follows the movie.
Wow.
Ooh.
And so they fucking showed some artwork. They got Prince in the comic is from the Bat dance video. He's one of the characters.
I want it.
They also got Christopher Reeve's Superman '78 coming out. These are like ongoing series based on the movies.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, they got the likenesses of the actors and everything.
Gee, it's almost like they're listening to the comic fans.
Almost.
Almost.
Amadeus also came out in '84.
Amadeus meets Hilarious.
Even Dune 1984?
Yep. Then I also mentioned Spinal Tap earlier too. Yep. Yeah. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, the sequel.
2010.
The sequel's better.
Garbage Day.
Yep. Rookie and I watched that last couple months ago, and at the very end, the guy just yells "Moo!" Like he fucking moos. At
Johnny
the end.
Dangerously came out, and of course, most importantly, Breaking and A Break Into Electric Boogaloo both came out in '84.
Electric.
Well, the hell are you, Tom? There was Dance Fever again.
Cisco didn't what the sequel to Saturday Night Fever? What was it? Staying Alive? Didn't that come out in?
I think that was earlier than that. I think it was '83.
That had been earlier.
Talk about a sequel that just needed to happen.
Hey, didn't that movie Top Secret come out in '84 with Val
Yeah,
Kilmer?
I mentioned that one. Yep.
Saw that one in the theaters.
Star Trek 3.
Cannonball Run 2.
Yeah, we all tried to forget about that one.
Caddyshack was 80. That was.
I can't believe name dropped Cannonball Run 2.
No, 84 was probably the best, and then 82 is probably next after that, and then maybe 94.
June of 1982.
The Toxic Avenger came out in '84.
Top Gun was 85, right? 86.
86. 86 is probably the fifth or sixth best year.
86 was such a good year too because you had 86 and 87.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
up
the
there.
sequels were coming out.
Yeah, my haggard old ass
84
wasn't even
was-
born till '83. So just to put it in perspective for everybody,
Right, see, and I was born in '85, so right.
84, my
Don't make
middle
me
brother
hate-
was born, and 86, my youngest brother was born. So
Don't make me hate you, people. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even gonna say when I was born. It's embarrassing.
what's embarrassing about?
Oh no!
Oh,
It's
no,
just-
you're gonna die
it's just-
after us.
Yeah, it's just so much later.
I think I
So,
should.
what are you gonna say? You the whippersnapper here? Is that what you trying to
I
say?
think I should. I think I showed Justin the Les Paul I have on
Yes.
on a stream. He was like, "Dude, that's older than I've been than I am." I'm like, "Oh, fuck off."
87 was a pretty decent year too. That's definitely in the top 10.
That's
Oh, yeah,
year they
Bachelor
recorded
Party.
I gotta
that
put-
for destruction.
I gotta put a set of Grovers on that.
But it looks like Damaj and I has to check out. So thank you for popping in and saying happy birthday to Mecca. We
Yes,
appreciate
yes,
it.
very much. Happy birthday! I really appreciate hanging out with everybody. Nice meeting you, Jesse, and of course,
You as well.
I don't think I've streamed with you, Rob. Yeah, I don't think I have. And Chef Nation too. Good to meet y'all. And everybody else I've seen y'all
Good to
before.
meet
I will be hosting the Dark Council tonight on my channel. So make sure y'all want to come through and stop through before you go to the High Council.
Ooh.
You know, to swing by. The fellas are meeting up after a couple weeks hiatus, so it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of talk about this week, a lot. So I really appreciate y'all having me there. Happy birthday once again, Mecca.
Right.
I'll catch y'all later.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Jeff, let's get to you then. Next, you wanted to tell how you.
You're so embarrassing me.
So
This is your life.
yeah, it's the best segment ever.
And we also have Nina joining us as well. Hi, Nina.
Hi Tom. Hi Mecca. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh,
Wanted to come in. Wish you a
they're
happy
embarrassing me, and I'm going to faint pretty soon.
We're about to hear Jeff tell about how he first learned of MechaRandom.
Okay, great.
I remember
Story time.
I remember Mecha popping up in comment sections and stuff, but really, I got to meet her, so that's where I really remember the most because we've been streaming together for so long. It's like, you know, Tom or some of the guys where I just have known you so long like that. But we met in Vegas at the Star Trek, the hangout at that bar, and we were all Jesse and I were trying to be secretive, and Mecha and Rob are trying to be secretive.
I think like said, you know what? Screw it. Who cares at this point?
Let me put it this way.
Neither of you
Both
hid
these-
it
I was
very
just
well
gonna
at
say it,
all.
Justin, like, yeah, if these two couples were trying to hide shit, they were doing the worst job in the world.
Right.
I'm proud to, but no,
Guilty.
It was a really fun night, and it's also a very alcohol-filled night. So some of the moments are very blurry, but I just remember how much fun we had. And Becca, you're one of those people where it's like I knew you forever when we met. It wasn't awkward. It wasn't like, oh, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. It was just like, hey, what's up? And then, boom, we were off to the races. And then when you joined the High Council, it's been like that too. You know, it feels like we've known you forever. So it's kind of hard to think of like not knowing Becca at this point. And you'll come up too. Everybody comes up in conversations and stuff. So.
And you know what? In person, you cannot miss Mecha You can see her a mile away with that hair.
That's what Tom said. Because I waited for Tom at the airport because he had never flown on a plane before. So when we all went to Vegas, right? Rob met up with us the next day. So Tom and I were hanging out there the first day together. My flight was arrived 3 or 4 hours before his did. So I stayed at the airport for him so we could get to the ride back to the hotel together so we wouldn't miss each other, and so that, you know, he would be, because he had never flown before. He was nervous about flying. He didn't know anywhere his way around the airport and all the luggage protocols and stuff. So I'm like, you know, okay, I'll just wait for you. I can just hang out and sit at the airport for
Wait
a
by
couple
the
hours.
luggage over there or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So he says, like, yeah, he saw me coming a mile away because I'm trying to give him instructions on the phone. He's like, well, there you are. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Like when I met you, freaking, it was already in the Rio, and you know how hotel casinos have these long stretches. It's just like that hair was so bright.
And
I was like, oh,
now,
she's standing next to Rob and Tom. This is right. Okay.
And then nobody really knew Rob and Tom from their faces because Tom wasn't on camera all the time like he is now, and Rob's never on camera. Rob's Archie Bunker.
But he does look a lot like Archie Bunker.
Yeah, turn your camera, Rob.
Hey, meathead.
He doesn't look like Archie Bunker.
He had to go to the
That's
bathroom. I don't know if
mean.
he's back yet.
Robbie looks like a handsome New York guy.
We've been kind of tag teaming the producing duties here.
Because I'm nervous and scared. I'm gonna faint.
You had nothing to be worried about. You're surrounded by people who love you.
Aw. There's stupid Rob. His Cobra Kai sweater.
Aww.
So Jesse Milestone, I'm assuming your story's similar then, huh?
Pretty much. I think I knew Mecha better beforehand, though.
Yeah, you did. I think because I think you guys had
on
streamed and all that
stream
kind of stuff. I think before.
So that was, and it was fun because what ended up happening was Mecha was up late all the time. So I kicked her a link to my late night streams back when they were just crazy drunk messes all the time. And Anna would come on a lot too. So it'd be the three of us, and then we'd cut the stream whenever we cut the stream, and I'll stay on for another hour just gossiping about whatever and talking about our lives and shit and kind of bonding. And that's where Mecha first told me about Rob, and it was really exciting to hear about that. So it was really cool finally getting, like, you know, I was just wished we had more time to hang out in person, but obviously you and I were both otherwise occupied with
With love.
Everybody was trying to keep it all quiet and secret. Well, we were also working for most of that thing, except for like that day we were getting stoned with Clint Howard in a hotel room. But
That sounds like the best day ever.
It was. He was like your cool uncle that you never got to have.
It's like
he
we're
was just
getting
the
life
nicest
lessons
guy,
from Eagle Bauer.
right off the bat.
Man, I wish I'd gotten there earlier. Shit. That would have been
So Gary came in. Gary came in and he's like, this is so surreal. This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it was. And he didn't get to stay, which was like a ripoff for him. But it was like family, so like he couldn't say anything.
Well, Gary, yeah, he was barely there because when we first thought Gary showed up, it was actually hotel security.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it was.
And, he showed it. So like I swing the door wide open, and here's the guy because I thought it was Gary because I just got
some big dude in a suit.
He's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Oh, just a minute."
Hold on.
I'm like, guys, hide the weed, hide the weed.
Oh my god! I'm guessing back then it wasn't like.
Well, it was legal, but you're technically not supposed.
It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to smoke
in the hotel room, but
not in the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, I
give
mean,
a
unless you're vaping, because then they can't.
It's
Really
okay. We got Eagle Bauer with us. He'll fix it.
Regardless, like so, the story goes on. So he comes in and he does the whole roundabout. He's talking to us, and he's all like nicey and shit. And we're all like looking at each other, trying to figure out what the fuck did we do wrong, you know? Is it because he's not saying shit about the weed? You know, you can smell it.
Oh, it stunk.
Yeah, and like
we're trying to get Clint.
we're all just
baked as
sitting there and just
possible.
yakking with him, and he sat there and talked to us for like 10 minutes, and then he leaves, and we just couldn't figure it out. And then Gary showed up, and the day went on a little bit longer, and we were talking about it again. And I'm like, you know what it probably was? And everybody's like, what? I'm like, they saw in security cameras, they saw Clint Howard walk upstairs with a couple of guys and a chick, and he ain't come out for 4 hours. They were just checking to make sure we didn't kidnap or kill him. That's what it was.
Pretty much.
I guarantee you that's what it was.
What did you say? Did you tell him what you said? Because I had to get him to get something. What started the whole thing?
No, Jesse never got to that story yet. But
yeah. Oh, no, well, Tom, it was had to get your autograph. And
I was in my
fucked up.
picture with him, and then the nice people. Like, here's the thing. The whole convention itself might have been crap, but the people who put it together are amazing, right?
Yeah.
And so the one person I talked to about, I'm like, hey, I missed my thing with Clint Howard, and they're like, okay, we'll figure out something, and we got him in there the next morning, or that later afternoon, whatever it was, and Rob happened to be wearing his Cheap Trick shirt, and actually, I got the picture here. I can bring it up, and
with the luckiest T-shirt ever.
I'm glad I packed that.
Yeah, right.
Well, it probably would have been the same if you had the Ramones one on too.
Either way, yeah. It happened to start the conversation, and it got to a point where
great fucking band.
Great fucking band. I know all those guys. We used to hang out.
He was so awesome.
He was awesome. So
he's
like
the best celebrity ever.
So we were talking for
I
a while.
love his shirt.
And they were pushing us out and pushing him out the other way. And he's like, bring it by my table tomorrow and I'll sign it. No charge. So I'm like, all right, cool. Next day, Jesse and I go over there to catch up with him, and we're yakking and stuff. And, you know, he's great. He'll sign anything you bring up to him. He's like, he's got his photos there you can buy, but that's all you do is you pay for the photo. He don't charge you anything. Because the rest of them are like astronomical.
Yeah, and you know, most of them it's an in and out thing, and they got a handler next to him, or maybe two handlers. But he doesn't use handlers, and he sits there and talks to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were even cool about, you know, like if other people would come up, we kind of backed off, let him take care of them, and then as soon as they were done, he'd come right back to us, like we never even left the conversation. You know what I mean? It was just like, then all of a sudden, Jesse just kind of gives me a look. He's like, "Hey, you want to see if he wants to go get something to eat?" And I'm like, "Go for it." And Jesse's like, "Hey, you want to go get some lunch?" And he's like, "I gotta eat sometime." Sure, let's go.
Yeah, all you gotta do is ask, man.
Yeah, so he's like, so we end up, next thing you know, we're sitting in the diner eating lunch with Clint Howard, and fucking what's his face showed up.
Vic Mignogna.
Vic Mignogna showed up to say hi to Mecca in the middle of lunch.
I did that too, by the way.
And that's
I went to take a piss, and I have no idea who this guy is. I know he's the good-looking guy that looks like Gordon Ramsay that everybody was shitting on for no reason. So I go to take a piss, and he's coming the other way, and it's obviously him because nobody's that fucking pretty. So
he is
seriously, normal people don't look like this guy. So I was like, look, my friend Mecca is over there in the Hash and Dash a Go-Go. I'm sure they'll let you walk in. But she's got bright red hair. You can't miss her. And she really loves you. So if you just said hi, that would like make her day. So then I went and took a piss. And then when I came back, he was sitting at the table talking to Mecca. I was like, shit, that worked.
There's Jesse's hands right there.
Most
Point at the table right there. There's our fucking proof right there.
Most of these guys are really a lot of these guys are really cool.
And he knew Vic too. He's like, hey, I know you.
Yeah, they knew each other from.
That picture. I just snapped that picture on my phone because like I didn't want. I had to have
Rob.
I had to have some kind of proof.
I look like the freaking Hulk in that picture. God.
Oh, I look awful too.
So then, as we're eating,
you're Quint's bodyguard.
Jesse leans over. Hey, you want to go get high?
So it wasn't even them, dude. It was on the way when we were walking. They got the breakfast.
I thought it was. I thought it was after
the blue.
Yeah, because we were all walking in the group, and you guys like backed off a little bit, and I was like, don't back off, like. But you guys were like, dude, it's fucking loud.
See, I
just leaned over. I was like, hey, man, do you smoke weed? And he was like, I got my medical card.
Like, hell yeah, man, I got a card.
I was like, well, you want to after we eat, you want to come back up to the hotel room because we got all kinds of crap. We just got to Vegas.
You're in Vegas. We just bought them out, and Jesse and I even went by ourselves before Rob got there that Wednesday. Jesse and I went over to the
nice.
Ranch to the Rio.
Yeah,
After Tom and I went the first night, we went up to some place that Matthew Kadish actually took us all to, or took me.
Yeah,
and
he's
Tom
a sweetheart.
Yeah, he was main reason we got anywhere.
You see, you know how we know, it's me in that picture because if you look closely, I got the blue suede Pumas on, and that's the only sneaker I bought. So
Oh, you know it's me, bitches.
Just the one sneaker, not the other one.
Yeah,
So
I buy them one at a time. I get
You
my
got
shoes
special
half off
order.
that way.
And Nina hasn't really had a chance to say anything yet. So hello, Nina. How
Oh,
did you
no,
first
that's
come
all right.
across
I
Mecca?
like stories. I met her like on stream for the first time actually last Saturday, but I came across her channel probably like more than a year ago now, because I started like in from the Game of Thrones stream, the season 8 finale, and after that happened, I was like, oh my God, like this community is like kind of cool. And then I realized that people really hated The Last Jedi and I hated The Last Jedi. So I started kind of like hanging out with, different channels, including Anna. And Anna, like, through her channel, I kind of got to know like everybody's channels, including Mecha's. And then I remember I saw Mecha's channel and I was like, this girl's really funny because she would like make the funniest videos and she would like hate on everything, and I was like, this is really funny stuff, like I gotta watch more of her. And she was like so spicy and like just was like the coolest chick, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang out here. And I would hang out in her chats for a while, and then like I found out she liked Yokai Watch, which was so cool to me because I liked Yokai Watch. So I like just hang out, and I thought she was like, yay. And I was like, it was awesome. So that's how I got to know her, just basically through the chats, and until I finally like made my own channel, and here we are. The rest is history.
Awesome. So yeah, I just want to be able to get everybody's take on how they first came across Mecca and how they met her, and I think we're all caught up on everybody who's on screen so far,
except Rob.
Except for Rob and I.
Except for Rob.
By the way, I do need to get going. It was a lot of fun being on. I appreciate the invite. Happy birthday, Mecca. Love everyone on this panel and everyone in the chat. What was that?
I just
I think you're awesome.
You need to go watch Gremlins. Get the fuck out of my
Yes,
face.
you need to go watch Gremlins.
Oh my.
On a serious note, Proper, you're one of my favorite people. You're funny as hell.
Oh,
And,
like my
I love you.
illegitimate child.
Yeah. I know.
And I treat him as such.
You do.
My dog Spike.
But I'm not calling you daddy. That's never going to happen.
You're not.
Oh no.
All right. Good night, everyone. Mecca, I hope you have a very happy 21st birthday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys.
Later, Justin.
Later.
I could tell you about the internet way I met Mecca before that.
Sure. Go ahead real quick.
Now, It's kind of a long and short thing. How can I sum it up? There was 4 YouTubers, and they were being false flagged, and I didn't like that. And I was part of a different group at the time, which I'm no longer affiliated with in one bit. But we took care of things sometimes, and like no one wanted to do anything. Like it took forever in these back rooms to try to get anybody to do anything. No one of them ever fucking did. But there's this hashtag group called We Are Starfleet, and they were trying to get Mecha taken off of air. So I gathered a bunch of stuff, and I went through a bunch of old stuff, and I took pictures, and then I threatened them. I strong-armed them, and I said, you're either going to have these 4 people apologize publicly, just takes a tweet, or I'm going to just post all this shit with all of your names in it. And they said no, so I posted it all, and then within 10 seconds, my Twitter was gone. That was my first Twitter.
What?
But that's how I met Mecha, and we after that,
Jesse kept getting nuked off Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
But he's one of those people in everybody's chat too. Like he'd be in Ethan's chat, and I'd see him there back in the day with all that stuff. And
Yeah, back in the old times.
the old times, you know. Yeah.
Long ago. But then Pete from Creepy Little Book just recruited a handful of his friends, and then we all just became like a little family over there in High Strangeness.
Nice.
I don't know why he picked any of us, but I love Pete, and he's like a brother to me. And Mecca became like a big sister to me. Like I respect what she has to say. We argue sometimes, and I love her.
Well, Pete
If anybody
never
fucks with
abandoned
you,
a
if
past
anybody
life.
fucks with you, I'm going to
That's
fuck
what
with them. That's the way it goes.
It's true. It's true.
I love internet families.
Mhm. I don't have my family anymore. Just me and my boy. So it's like these guys are my surrogate family. Like that's no joke.
I mean, my knives are always sharp. So if anybody fucks
Damn
with
right
me,
they are.
I mean, I've cut off thumbs. I've cut off.
I
fingers,
proved it to
okay?
myself, and I'll prove it to you.
I think I've met everyone here at one point or another, except for Jess. Well, I met Jesse recently as well, but I haven't met Chef Nation. So
Chef is
hello,
awesome.
nice to meet you.
Hello.
Chef is a professional chef from Arizona. She's an amazing person, a sports fan, and a badass bitch.
Oh,
dude, that should be, dude. We got to record that for an intro.
It took like 5 seconds. It was totally easy.
Just go like-
They're
Right
wrong
there.
to do it or something, huh?
Somebody clip that. Somebody
Text
clip
me
that.
or
Rob.
email.
oh my goodness.
We're gonna have to take our leave. Got some stuff to get done before.
Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Real quick before you leave, I got to give props to Jesse Milestone because you are the one that introduced me to a beautiful thing known as White Russians.
I love White Russians.
They're so good. I didn't know of them before that Vegas trip. Then, after that night at Millennium Fandom, that's the only thing I ordered the rest of the trip.
You gave me a shot of tequila. I don't remember anything after.
Turned into the dudes out there, seriously, it was like White Russians everywhere. But thank you, Jesse and Jeff, for popping in. We appreciate you making the time for Mecca's birthday, and we'll see you later, guys, on the High Council.
Yeah, see you guys. Nice to meet everybody that we hadn't met, and everyone that we do know. We'll talk to you guys again.
And I can't wait to hear your conversation as well, Jesse, that you're working on.
Yes, we did part 1. We recorded on Saturday. If I can get it together, it will be out on Thursday. And then Thursday, I will also be recording part 2, which is the 70s. So the conversation, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and of course, Star Wars.
Can't wait. Well, you want to say who it is since I didn't want to say the name. So
Yeah, I'm sitting down with Richard Chu, who edited all of those movies I just named.
yep, the original editors of Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
How did you even find this person?
Magic. So I actually had his number because of a college interview. My teacher knew him and gave me the number for that. And I figured,
Wow.
I'm just going to call him and see. And he answered, or he called back. And here we
Good
go.
job, dude. That's a shot in the fucking dark if I ever heard one.
It's a hell of an interview.
You just want to know the craziest part? After we recorded our bit, actually it's technically still recorded, so I have proof. On Saturday, I was talking a little bit about the screenplay I'm writing, and he told me he is interested in it and wants me to keep him posted on how it's going.
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh,
I am terrified because screenwriting is not something I'm necessarily super great at, but something I've been working really hard on.
Talk to Script Doctor.
I definitely will. But
Yeah, if not, talk to me. I've worked on scripts before.
But just to have
use your people. You got a guy for that.
Oh yeah. But just to have that level of endorsement on the story alone was like, holy crap. So I definitely have to make sure I make that script finished now.
All right. Well, we can't wait to hear that and see that. So thank you much, guys, for popping in, Jeff and Jesse. I'll see you guys later on the High Council as well. Take care, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya. Have a good night.
And I think we're
everybody's got all this big stuff going on. I'm just trying to make it to the bank before they close.
Well, if you have to go, Jesse, just let us know. Because I think we're going to get into some super chats here as soon as Mecha gets them up. But while she's doing that, I think Rob and I then can take our chance to tell about how we first met Mecha. She kind of already gave away part of the story. She was one of those who would always comment, just like Jeff, Jesse, and Anna would say, and at that time she was a random game user, or is that what it was? Yeah, random game user.
Random game user for that was what my I think that's what you could still find me on Patreon too now, but because I put that up before I changed it over.
But yeah,
can I ask a clarification question? Now, Mecha, you've been on YouTube for about how many years? 8, 9, 10?
Since like 2014, give or take, just for fun. Over
like 5 years.
Yeah, because I had another channel, and then like since this is like 2014 is when this channel I started, but I was doing like Let's Plays and visual novels and like video gaming things, and then I just changed it over because I'm like, you know what, I haven't been doing anything with this gaming channel. I was. You get little bumps. Like people subscribe, especially for your gaming channel. They'll subscribe for like Yokai Watch, or then they'll subscribe for Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like I didn't really do that much, and then I kind of took time off, and I was just streaming just little video games just for fun. It was a hobby. It wasn't like anything I intended to do for like a career or a living. Until like I kind of realized, oh, I need to actually like speak up and speak out against a lot of this shit. And Star Trek was like the big kind of catalyst, the big push. I should have jumped in. I should have started complaining about Ghostbusters and Gem and the Holograms and all this garbage. But I didn't realize the cultural impact. I didn't realize where they were going with this. I didn't realize that they were just going to destroy everything. And I think it hit me right around the time when they decided to destroy Star Wars. It's like, oh, Ghostbusters, and then Star Trek, and then Star Wars, and then. So I finally started just doing like little short Star Trek Discovery reviews. And then I switched everything completely and privatized or deleted or moved or whatever, all my gaming stuff. And then I kind of started jumping in right around the time Solo, a Star Wars story, was like, okay, now this is the final freaking nail on the head of the coffin of Star Wars with that one. But
now, in contrast to that, and when did the Midnight's Ed Boys come together under Andre? And how did you meet?
Well, that's kind of where like I was getting to was like, okay, so like Rob had been a part of Midnight's Edge since damn near the beginning. But he had mainly just done like you were just doing like the audio parts for Andre mainly. You'd done a few podcasts, but that's about all you guys had done when I'd gotten there was just documentaries.
I was doing the narration for a little while. Andre had another guy named Kevin doing the narration.
Originally, Kevin and him started the channel together. Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched a few of those early videos. I'm like, hey, these are actually pretty good. But Kevin couldn't do it anymore, and Andre contacted me. He goes, hey, I like your Inhumans video, because I was the only person who actually did any research on the Inhumans at the time. And he said, this is a guy I could work with. Everybody else, Collider, it was just like everybody else. John Campea, Inhumans. There's going to be a Inhumans movie. I don't know anything about the Inhumans, and I actually took the time to find out about them, to go into a little bit of the history and the backstory. And Andre was like, "Wow, I'm really impressed." So, yeah.
No, and actually, the stories do kind of converge in a way, because so when that was going on, we had another guy who was brought in besides me that didn't really work out. And so I got thrusted into doing things I didn't know I was going to be doing at first, but it didn't matter because I kind of took to it pretty well. And then the other side of it was we originally were having Midnight's Edge After Dark was kind of like the live channel before all these other channels decided to do live channels, right? And so when we first started, we started doing live shows.
Well, you were doing the podcast before. You had like
right. And then when the other guy didn't work out,
yeah, because you went from being a DJ to working into YouTube. So then you got a gig with Andre.
Sort of. There's a lot of
you kind of got like your pilot, and then that wasn't good chemistry, but you were good.
Well, the DJ part, like that was years before I got into YouTube. I was doing a lot of stuff on YouTube before I got here. But Andre just happened to be turned on to me by a few people from the group, and he had noticed me from the group, and I'd shared videos and all that kind of stuff. And so, he'd seen one or two of my videos, and initially I was being brought in more for correspondence, for podcasts, and to do
testing you out.
Well, that was initially my job because this other guy was supposed to be doing the editing. My main thing was going to be just those things and maybe some sound editing because my whole background was in sound.
Mm-hmm.
So when the video editing part that was just kind of happenstance. Andre just happened to be working on a video. He's like, "You want to try and take a tackle at this?" I'm like, "I can try," because he knew I edited my other videos. He's like, "Well, just try and make it look like what this other guy was doing." And I did it in a third of the time that guy was doing shit. So Andre's like, "I'm impressed." Well, then just the ball started rolling from there to where I was editing everything from then on out. My first gig though was I did besides just being on podcast, was editing the audio for the Spider-Man roundtable. And then we were supposed to be working up this little audience, Rob and I and this other guy doing these podcasts, and we started doing them live. But when he was gone, the good internet went with him. See, Rob and I, as you know, notoriously had bad internet for years. So we went from doing live to just podcasts, just recording them. Well, then we worked our way back around to the live, and in that interim, we had met Mecha kind of and started talking to her, and we realized she was into Star Trek because between that and the Doomcock thing all kind of came together all around the same time. So we brought her on, and it just happened to click. I mean, we had, a couple people here and there that would go through, but just Mecha just kind of became our Robin, as far as not like Batman and Robin, but Robin on the Howard Stern show. And it just happened to work out.
That's how I feel about Shaq.
Robin from Batman for a second. I was like, what?
No, she was just there to laugh at Rob and I.
Green panties and no pants. And
keep us honest. And then basically she was there to, to laugh at our jokes and to keep us honest. And, she had things to add as far as Star Trek and other things that she knew about. So she just kind of was a natural fit there. And ever since then, that's where she's been.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, she's like, like my big baby sister, because even though the age discrepancy, but no, she is more like a baby sister to me than a big sister in any way.
Very childish and immature.
Well, and it's just I'm the only one who knows how to really just fucking get her to shut up and listen.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, usually, yeah. No, it's true. It's true. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm a stubborn child.
She can be a little bit hard to deal with and ask.
I did kind of come out of a little bit of the SJW side of things. I did kind of come out of that little side. I mean, I was never like an actual SJW to the point of like trying to cancel.
It's like Johnny Lawrence. It's like quiet.
Oi!
I like your baby Yoda Mecha. It's like so cute. It's just like sitting there.
Again, I love Mecha, and I've always been here for her. And as she sees all these people that met her, and I met her at the same time everybody else did in Vegas, pretty much like she already told that story, but I already knew her almost 2 years before that point, and she's been a part of the show now for almost 4 years, and all that kind of stuff. And I was one of the, like I told her, she told the story before. I was one of the first ones to tell her, get out of this gaming stuff. Do talk about Star Trek and the shows you like, and because you got the audience there, and that's how she built herself back up from a gaming channel of just like 3,000 or 4,000 people to where she's at now. And she had some bumps along the way because like told her, you're going to have some turnover, you're going to lose the gaming people, but you're going to gain all these other people in the process. And sometimes she just needs people to keep her focus, where it belongs. And that's where Rob and I come in, I feel like, and I'll let Rob take in from there. Cause then he's
I bounce from everything too. I bounce back and forth from that's one of the things. So I know I want to thank everybody for indulging in my whims. Cause sometimes I'll make a video on something you guys have never heard of and have no idea why I'm talking about it. Like I'll make a Terraria video or something just because it pisses me off, or I'll make a video on the Craft movie because I want to. And like I'm even thinking about reviewing Riverdale.
That was a good video though.
Thing, but
The Craft video I enjoyed because I used to watch the Craft back in the day.
I like-
4 hot witch chicks.
I liked your Craft video too because I was a huge fan of like the original Craft, and I was like, "What is this garbage?"
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
And I gotta admit, my mom enjoyed your Karen of the Week. Like, my
Karen
mom-
of the Week is an awesome idea.
She really enjoyed your Karens of the Week. My mom was like, "Dude, I need more of this in my life."
We're gonna rebrand those a little bit to something. We're gonna rebrand it. We've got something we're kind of working on.
Well, yeah, I put that together with Da Vinci. It's time for the Karen of the Week. Yeah.
So, yeah, every time my mom would hear that, she's like, "Turn that shit up. Turn it up. I want to hear it."
I just wanted to kind of point out what the comment you highlighted, Tom. That's one of the things that I loved about Mecha too. The fact that she would interact with the chat, because she would always do that, and it really stands out when when YouTubers do that kind of thing. Like when you're in the chat and you're like, I wonder if they're gonna talk to me. Because you just kind of feel like there's like so many people in there, and then
I understand that completely, Nina, because it's like being in the chat is terrible. It's like you have to type things, and it's like,
well, I'll tell you
it's
this:
so
she
hard
does
to have a
great job.
conversation.
And one thing that even though I was just talking about the things that she's. I did say some things in there that, Mecha's this and that. No, the one thing she's definitely good at that I cannot do and that I envy her for, and that is that she can carry an entire live stream by herself for what, 2-3 hours. I couldn't do that. I'm not
easy.
I'm not attuned to that yet.
That's just because I'm used to being the center of attention as an only child, and I find a great deal of anxiety about bouncing between the people here and then the people there because. Yeah, it's just because Tom is so much better. Like Tom's selling himself short on this. He's like somebody who can organize like a big panel stream. Like I have all the anxiety in the world about panel streams. So.
I never understood that about you.
See, I'm from
you can actually do a live stream and clip video at the same time and get it right the first time. See, that is impressive.
Well, I do have to do quite a bit, but
we're doing it live. Like, I don't care. We're doing it live. It's like, oh shit. Okay, here we go.
See, I'm from a big family, so I'm a performer naturally. So
yeah. You got to stand out. But Rob, now it's your time to have a few minutes to speak about Mecha. I wanted to give you the last bit before we get into super chats.
Yeah, better be good, Rob.
like everything else I do, it'll be a disappointment.
Rob is dressed like Cupid sprinkling
Here's
rose
Rob.
petals
Hey, she's a good
and
kid.
perfume.
No, I met Mecha through Tom. I met Mecha through Tom. Mecha, I used to see her name in Doomcock's chat and various other chats, and so Tom brought her on the show. And, we started hanging out. Oh, cool, she's into music, everything. And we met up at Star Trek Las Vegas. And as you can see, since then we've had a child together on stream.
The baby.
Yes, but even though which has prompted me to call Maury Povich to have a paternity test.
He's got your gray bald head. It looks just like you.
Oh, that's so cool.
She does have a point. I mean, I'd have a hard time believing that's not your kid.
Put a hat on him, for God's sake.
You put a hat on it, spit an image.
Did he leave one of the hats there?
I have a hat.
Look at his eyes. Look at those eyes. Those are
needs
Rob's eyes.
Yeah, he needs a Kangol. I mean, we got to give him a Kangol, like I got. So
Well, you buy him one for his little head because his bald head's just like yours.
Yeah, pale green, wrinkly bald head. Yeah, there you go.
And loves Popeye's chimkin. Sounds just like you.
Oh God! Oh my God! The first time I had a Popeye's chicken sandwich was with Mecha, and I said, my God, why haven't I known about this sooner?
I've never had one.
I'm point, Rob. I'm point.
Change your.
Well, that's it. It is. She prompted me to go out to Colorado quite a few times.
Vegas.
In Vegas,
you guys stayed at the Overlook.
The
amazing trip.
or as I call it, the Murder Hotel. Yeah, that was actually cool. That was actually really cool, and I got to see snow I got to see snow in the summertime for the first time ever in Colorado. Which made me say, "What the hell kind of place do you live in?"
It never does that ever. Like once in a blue moon, and then the same thing with like last year you were out here, and it was
forest fire.
Snowstorm.
We had a snowstorm in the course of like 5 days. There was a snowstorm and there was a forest fire. I'm like the biggest forest fire in state history. I'm like, what's like? Holy crap!
So first off, you had a snowstorm where it was just some wine and a whip, and then it's the emergency situation where you're drawn close together. That sounds like a sexy trip.
So anyway, like I said, so our child is being cared for very.
Very now you got a baby Yoda.
Yeah, we got a baby Yoda,
and of course, Rob's a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, look, that kid is wearing a potato sack, Rob.
No, he's probably better off. No,
I gotta give him a little like New York Yankee jersey.
New York
Yankee onesie.
And a cap.
Actually, if you do that, I could probably change his outfit, right?
You don't
even you can undress him, right?
Was that Carol?
Is he anatomically correct?
Kid, you don't love your child. What is wrong?
I
with
would,
you?
Mecca, I wouldn't do that on camera because YouTube might have a problem with that.
Unless you got to make him dance and put on music
with Baby Yoda nudity.
He's kidding.
Yeah, with Baby Yoda nudity.
That's.
Well, he doesn't have anything. I mean,
there's a naked child on your live stream. It's a Baby Yoda.
He's
Can I
50
ask a
years
Yoda
old.
question? Like, if Baby Yoda is a Baby Yoda, like, because Yoda was like 800 years old, does he look like that till he's like 47?
Well, he's basically 50 in the show. Didn't you watch the show?
He's old enough to buy
What,
beer.
Mandalorian? Fuck no.
Oh yeah. That's.
I didn't watch it either.
I'm not touching that garbage.
No, that's why he's 50, but he's still a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I did
See?
after the first season.
Sitting over there with a beer and a cigarette.
Mecca, show him the thing I got you last time. Your hippie instrument.
Yeah, he's basically. So yeah, you're right, Jesse. He's like Baby Herman.
Yes.
Yeah, the dulcimer.
Dulcimer. That's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing. Yes, because she has to remind me of the hippie who sings the crop circle song.
Oh my God.
Well, now he's been replaced by the I glued my balls to my butthole guy.
Oh, okay.
You got to take the crop circles guy and put Michael Chabon over his head.
Hey, Mecca, I never got to play one of those. Like, that has what, 4 strings?
Yeah. They had
How do you tune it?
Rob, give him the location of that place we were at that you bought your fast fret from. They had one like this.
Oh, it's a Sound Choice over on Brantford on
Another guest has joined us now to say happy birthday to Mecca.
Happy birthday to MechaRandom. Are we going to sing? Have we sung?
She was singing.
No, not yet. But I heard that song doesn't cost $1 million anymore, so it's totally cool to do.
Can we do it for real?
We can if you want, but it'll probably sound like garbage.
I hate this song, but for her, yeah.
I guess 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to MechaRandom42. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Rob with the kazoo, I just can't.
And I'm not just gonna kill us all.
Come on, man. That was you guys. You're amazing. That was lovely.
It would have been
Mecca's
amazing.
never going to forget that as long as she lives.
Come on, she's never going to forgive us. Diarrhea, but yeah, like.
Sorry.
It's the lag. I think that's.
No, I think we have so many people trying to talk at once. Yeah, it's all.
Was somebody like doing that like duck noise?
That was Rob.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's probably Rob on his kazoo.
Yeah.
Rob in the
is that the one you got in?
It cracked me up.
Yeah, you got that in the family. Someone was
Welcome,
Stanley. He got that kazoo.
Mr. Robert Meyer Burnett. How are you doing?
Oh well, I'm doing well, but more importantly, how's the birthday girl doing?
I'm dying of nerves, and thank you for being here. Thank you. I was scared to death to be the focus of everything for this long, and I'm like slowly trying to hide the nervousness. But thank you.
Don't be nervous. It's your day.
You're really honest about it, though. That's the thing.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like I was kind of thinking, oh, I won't do anything, and there's for if anybody didn't hear the story, we won't go into the whole thing, but it was like I didn't actually know until like last night because I was thinking like, oh, I could have streamed like to last night, or I could have streamed like this weekend or something and done something. I didn't know Like, I didn't know that they were organizing really, because anytime I ask Rob about anything, he usually kind of gives a vague answer. So I just kind of assume he's just blowing me off.
This is the closest way we could do a surprise birthday party for Mecca on
Right?
YouTube. We hijacked her
Aw.
YouTube channel and sent out a bunch of links.
That's so sweet.
Which is why
It is, isn't it?
That's really cool.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so I asked Robert to hop in real quick if he had a few, and I'm glad he could make it. Thank you.
Yeah, I just got off my own stream, and you literally were right there. I'm like, oh,
I was paying attention.
Oh, well, there you go.
I am the internet, Robert. Don't you know that?
It's still, I never know when things happen.
Sorry, Robert. I can't do that.
That's very
exactly
scary.
what I was
That's
Very-
creepy. That was creepy, Tom.
I'm very
You can do
scared
it
now.
pretty good, Hal.
That was a pretty good Hal.
That was good.
That was good.
They're asking me if I'm allowed to drink and chat.
You are allowed to drink because Rob and I are producing, so you don't have to drive.
Can you not drink? Can you not drink on the internet on YouTube? Is that frowned upon?
No, she just,
I think
she's trying to stay sober.
You're gonna drink in front of your child, Mecca? I mean, that's.
I mean, come on, Mecca.
Is that the Hot Toys version or the Sideshow version?
That's the sideshow one.
It's very cute.
He's so
Yeah.
cute. He's so cute.
See, I pretend I drink beer, but I'm actually drinking
I
water.
love that mug, though. That's amazing.
is
I actually
awesome.
have a Duff
too.
beer sign.
That is an amazing mug.
I have a Lard Lad mug that's like the size that I could put my whole entire arm in it.
I have the tiki one. I have the Baby Yoda tiki, and then the porg tiki. I know, cancel me. I like porgs. They're telling me to drink.
I don't
them.
think anybody really cared about the Porgs. I think that the Porgs were lucky that The Last Jedi was the worst movie ever made, because otherwise everybody been like, that was a great fucking movie, except for those stupid Porgs.
Right?
You know, I gotta ask about this because the Porgs, man, like they treat them like they're little Cornish hens, but they look like gerbils.
That's the point, I think.
Is this a delicacy, Rat?
They're just little penguiny things.
They were conceived to cover up the puffins at on Skellig Michael. But they became a marketing opportunity.
Well, Robert, while you're here, we've been asking everybody how they first discovered MechaRandom. So I'm curious to hear your story on how you first discovered Mecha.
Well, through you guys. I mean, I actually saw some of Mecca's videos on her own because, when you start watching certain videos, I started watching Midnight's Edge videos the ones that Rob narrates. That was my first experience with Midnight's Edge. And then because of that, I started getting linked to other people that you were connected to and would watch their videos.
We're like a virus.
Well, no, I mean, I thought it was really interesting. Like, I didn't. It's sort of the idea of the fandom menace channels were not. I wasn't, because when I was on for 3.5 years when I was on YouTube, I would go in to the studio and I would record for Collider and leave. So I didn't have any. I even forgot that it was on YouTube. So I didn't have a YouTube presence till I started. That I wasn't paying attention to it until I started doing my own channel. And then I started looking at people's channels. Like I would go in and dip in and see what people were all about. And that's how I found, because I started watching some of Mecha's. I liked Mecha's opening, the MechaRandom, the graphic. But I don't think you had that graphic when I first watched you.
No, probably not, because that was relatively recently, within the last year, I think.
Yeah.
So you met her well before that.
Well, and it was interesting because I mean, not that I don't watch channels. It was in our space. Like I know on my show, my audience is predominantly, it's like 95% men. So I would go out of my way and try and watch female YouTubers as a rule to see, well, how are they different? And what would they do? Like one of my favorite YouTubers is Impression Blend. I don't know if you know her channel. She's out of Chicago and she covers a lot of science fiction and horror. And she reads a lot of books. She covers a lot of literary stuff. So I started watching her, and I thought it was great to see just more points of view. But I always want to like get weapons and protect her because she's always embattled. It's where are the battlements on Twitter that we can put up to help you?
There's so many people that come after this girl. It's insane.
true.
It's like she's a beacon for douchebags.
I think I
keeping it
kind of
fit.
word stuff just so it's so harsh that people hate sometimes, but at the same time, yeah, it's like, well, me, Anna, like Jessie Milestone doesn't get it nearly as much, but she doesn't.
No,
Like,
because she has a sword.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to mess with that.
I think they see me and they think
Right.
that I'm weaker than they assume, because I do try and be I try and be more feminine sometimes. I try and be less abrasive sometimes, and like I'll do a cooking stream late at night or something, or a video game.
I love those, by the way. That's
Yeah, those are
excellent
fun.
idea.
I got some supplies,
You're
so I'm
good
gonna
at
probably do something. I want to do the meatball thing that I didn't do last week. So.
Oh, you can't be
I
doing
keep-
those when I'm getting high, Mecca.
I
'cause
keep
get-
telling her. I keep telling her schedule. I keep telling
I
her
know,
she needs
right?
this. I keep telling her she needs to
I
schedule the
got
cooking
defrosted
streams.
turkey.
Make them a weekly thing. Schedule the cooking streams.
You
It's like I
should.
want to make. It's like I want to make some ravioli.
You're gonna
pizza.
cook something anyway.
I just-
die.
I just
some days
keep.
I don't want to. Some days I'm lazy and I'm like, I just want to microwave something.
I guess I just gotta show Robert Meyer Burnett something. This is the one that Mecca keeps saying she's gonna steal from me.
Oh,
I got
nice,
Martin's.
nice.
Mine are
That
better.
is very beautiful.
Yeah.
What model is that?
This is a 1981 Les Paul Standard. I've had it since I was.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch!
I've had it since I was 21 years old. I paid $500 from this guy's mother was selling it. He was moving to Long Island.
$500?
Yes, in
Oh,
1991. She said, "I said,
And
do you
now
still have the
it's-
guitar?" Yep, I'm coming down. How much? 500. Here you go. Really? 500? Yeah, here you go.
Is it still all
Consider it
stock?
stolen.
Yes, it's all stock. The only thing that's wonky on it is the tuning machines.
Look, take it. You're from New Haven, bro. Just
Yeah.
fucking go down to Sam Ash and have them put on Spurgel locking tuners.
No, well, I've tried locking tuners, but
They have insurance.
Prison. Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I like Grovers. I want to put a set of Grovers on these. So, but anyway, so yeah. So I know Robert always goes a little gaga whenever I pull out the hot toys.
Yeah, but the guitars though. That's beautiful though.
Yeah, that's a rare breed.
I bought this one because I saw George Harrison playing one, and I said, okay, that's what I'm getting.
He's not good enough for that guitar.
No, well.
Ouch.
But
Yeah, I was tuning Jesse Miller on to like some. I'm like, okay, go look up Daily Nightly from the Monkees. Go look up. I had too
Yeah,
much to
I
dream
started
last
doing
night.
reaction videos just to have a thing.
Yeah, he's doing
for
music
short
reactions.
She
But,
keeps
like,
saying,
Mecca has such a wealth of bands. It's like, and I was texting her, I was like, how come you don't like do a specific thing on all the deep musical knowledge, And she's like, because it's a personal thing. It's like, and it reminds me of my boy Frank, that he ain't my boy no more because he started getting into bad stuff. But he said, if I read a book, I don't tell anybody, because in that book there's some bit of knowledge that I got out of that book that I only want me to have. And it's like, I feel that same way with keeping your bands close to your heart, because it's like that's something that's part of you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it annoys the piss out of me because it's like, yeah, but tell me about all these fucking bands you found.
Well, I'll get
I
like
wanna know
really into
too.
something, and then I'll like move on to something, and it's always really obscure, weird shit. It's always something that like I will have to just have this like serendipitous moment in life where okay, this is the right time and the right mood and the right sound and the right thing I'm going through and the right thing I'm into, and it'll be something that like is that time period in my life, so I can go back and be like, okay, now I listened to in 2009, I listened to nothing but Sparks. So it just takes me right back to 2009, listening to nothing but Sparks, listening to any, like seeing all this news about the Edgar Wright documentary that's winning a lot of stuff. And because I've been kind of seeing that as I'm seeing Robert Meyer Burnett's movie making the rounds in the festivals and stuff too. So I'm seeing all
You
this.
just made an announcement yourself, didn't you, Robert, on your Twitter? I see.
Yes, I did. So I've been working in a small capacity on an animated series for Netflix since 2019, and we have what's so crazy about it is we couldn't say anything, like nobody could know, and it's a collaboration between Netflix, Valve, and Studio Mir in Korea. And I don't know if you guys know the game Dota, Defense of the Ancients. It is a Dota animated series. It's called Dota Dragon's Blood, and
What platform was the game on?
It's on Steam.
Yeah, it's on it's on
One of those
Steam.
kind of multiplayer
It's like a melee game kind of a thing, and we've been working on it. So my friend Ashley Miller created the show, and he wrote Agent Cody Banks, and he co-wrote X-Men First Class and Thor, and he was a writer producer on things like Black Sails and Fringe, and this is a show that he created himself, and he asked me to help on it. Middle of 2019, I think, but we couldn't tell anybody. Like, no, what's amazing to me is that there was this show that it was getting made, and it was because Valve is a pretty huge company, Netflix, Valve, and Studio Mir, which has their own fans in Korea because they've worked on things like, I think Castlevania is a Mir show. So we've been working on this, and it was a 3-season order, 8 episodes a season, and we're on episode 24 now, the last episode, and they never even announced the show existed until 4:00 this afternoon Pacific time, so 45 minutes ago. So 45 minutes ago, it was funny, I was on my stream and I'm looking, somebody super chatted me, so when can you announce this show? And I realized, because I knew they were going to announce the show at 4:00 today, and I was like, well, maybe they did, but they did. There was the announcement video, and then the trailer drops on Friday. So it's been
exciting.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's wild to work on something. Like, I always think, like, how do they keep things a secret? Like, how do you not know that Evan Peters was going to be in WandaVision? I mean, somebody did spoil it like a week before it came out, but they shot that show last year, and how do we not know Luke Skywalker was at the I never believed that you could keep things a secret. Not that an animated show on
Depends
Netflix.
on how bad somebody doesn't want to get sued.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I heard about it, but I just dismissed it. I thought it was bullshit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's and the voice cast of the show, and I don't know if Netflix is going to really promote this, but the voice cast is so, like, Ashley could hire whoever he wanted, so he picked all of his favorite horror stars. So it's got like Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton and Doug Bradley, Pinhead, and Ashley, who are Hellraiser. Tony Todd, Candyman.
Really?
Andrew Robinson, Garak from Deep Space Nine. Anson Mount, Captain Pike, does a voice in this show, and he would just get to hire. And then the lead character is Yuri Lowenthal, who was Spider-Man in the PlayStation Spider-Man game, who's done the voice of 200 characters in animated shows. And
now,
so
is this it?
Well, it's not Dota 2 unless they're calling it that, but it's just called.
This is just the game. I just
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the game. That's the game. Cool. Yeah, and it's called Dota Dragon's Blood. And,
I love Elder Scrolls, so this might be up my alley.
Yeah, it's really cool, but the show is really in depth. It starts out kind of traditional, but then the storyline was mind blowing. I'd watch every episode, be like, what the hell's going to happen next in this show? Like, how much bigger
can
can
the game?
I've never played the game.
Oh, don't do that! Don't be that guy.
You gotta play it.
I've never seen
it.
But see, now I told here's the thing. I made a conscious effort because my job, I would see this sort of at the end of the line. I was what I animated. I mean the animatics. I would get the animatics and do the final editorial on the animatics. And when I was sent, what I finished is sent to Korea to get animated. I didn't want to know what was going on. I didn't want to know anything about it. So when I would get the episodes, I could look at them with a fresh perspective and not have any preconceived notions, which was fine at first. But the 23rd episode was so mind-blowing. What I was like, what the hell is going to happen next? How are you going to end this series? And I don't know yet. Like, I don't know. And the animatic was sent out. I don't get it. I don't get mine for like another couple days. So I'm like,
Can I ask you one question on that though? I see how that's a very good way to go about it. But on the same note, like, if you do go back into it and get addicted to the game or to the mythos or whatever, like, there could be that one thing that could really kick it up a notch. Like, aren't you scared that you're going to miss that?
Well, now I've gone back in and sort of immersed myself in the lore of all of it. I still haven't played the game, but But I don't.
More videos are just as good, if not better.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I really delved into, because once I would see an episode, then I would go in, and the show is really, there isn't a lot of storylines. Like it's not like there's a whole wide variety of characters, because it's that kind of it's it's like a Fortnite. The players create their characters. They've got things that are in there, but it's not like there's a like Daredevil and Elektra storyline that's in Dota.
Yeah, I'm a GTA head, so I
Is
understand.
it like a standalone series? Like, is it like, one season, like a mini series, or is it designed to be like multiple seasons?
It's 3 seasons long. So they did 3, each season's 8 episodes, and the 3 seasons, they're all they're in various, the first season's obviously.
You decide that the entire story arc would be 3 seasons, and you'd end it no matter what?
Well, Netflix's model now is like they have a 3-season model. It really will depend, I guess, how it performs to see. But
because then at the end of 3 seasons, if they really want more, you could start a grand new adventure.
You could, but the show's epic. The stuff that happens in the show is it couldn't get any bigger in terms of stakes and emotional content. And I mean, it was my when I watched the 23rd episode, when it was over, I'm like, is there going to be another episode? And Ashley's like, yes, there's another episode. I'm like, how can you possibly have another episode after this? And
now let's talk merchandise.
I was going to say, man, I totally enjoy your hot toy streams. Oh my God, you got me back into buying hot toys. I shouldn't buy them for my bank account, but damn it, you and Az have like the best collection of hot toys.
They're fun to have, though. They're.
I don't buy toys for myself, but I have a 11-year-old son. So if I could get my son into something, if he likes it, I'll buy him whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah, no, it's you know what the funny thing is? It's like, I don't know. Like, I collected when I was a kid. All of the licensed toys that you would get were just not very good. Like the Star Wars figures didn't look like the Star Wars figures.
I have some of those. I found them.
Yeah,
my kid.
Yeah, and they just weren't. And so now they finally make the greatest toys ever that look. The head sculpts are amazing, and
4,000 points of articulation for Batman.
It's unbelievable. And so now I feel like, as a middle-aged man with one foot in the grave, I'm like, I shouldn't probably buy these because I'll be dead soon. But
you're right.
I'm still here.
I could understand.
Like, all I wanted as a kid was a gremlin toy that looked like a gremlin.
Oh God!
And I wanted a Ghostbuster that looked like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and so on.
I got those for my kids.
That's all I wanted as a kid.
Yeah,
right?
I finally got the PKE meter. I finally got the ghost trap. It's like, okay, now give me the proton pack.
See, it's like I was a Ninja Turtles kid, right? And like I grew up on real Ghostbusters than Ninja Turtles. So Shredder always pissed me off because they have still to this day never made a cartoon Shredder.
The sideshow,
right?
Better, yeah.
Yeah, I think the sideshow's got a cuter face.
Or wait, this is
the Hot Toys one that we're looking
Hot Toy one. I mean, looks better than the sideshow one, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Hot Toys one, the mouth is articulated too, so you could give it different expressions.
Yeah, the nose is better too. Something's with the face in this. I mean, the sideshow one's good.
The sideshow one's adorable.
I wasn't gonna get one of these, but I gotta have one. It's like
I think the sideshow one's just meant to be cuter, though.
And then we also have joining us Jason from Sci-Fi for Me TV, which we've had on the show a couple times. Who wanted to say happy birthday to Mecca as well.
Happy birthday, Mecca. Oh, we did a pod. Hello, welcome.
You can feel free to sing. It makes you feel really uncomfortable.
You guys set the bar so high. I don't think I could follow that.
Okay, so that's the smaller Hot Toys, though, ain't it?
Cute.
Yeah, the smaller one.
Wasn't that the one is that the one that you have now, Robert? Or
girls will buy anything that's
I do not have I don't have a child. The only child that's in our house is the child that came with I gave my girlfriend for Valentine's Day her first hot toy. I gave her the
maybe it was Az that got this one. Then I'm thinking of.
Oh, he might have. I got the Mandalorian. I gave her the
Mandalorian. Yeah.
But I am going to get that one, the Hot Toys one.
Oh, I need it. I need it.
I got to get a TV before I can justify buying any more.
Oh, I feel so fucking bad for you, Tom. Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Yeah,
It reminded me of Cobra Kai because his TV has broken and fallen off the wall like 8 times so far.
Yeah, I think this guy's a little cuter, but he does just stand there. He doesn't really do anything.
Nah, I'm gonna go with the hot toys after seeing the pictures. But
So the one that you were showing, does that one actually come with the pod, or is that like sold separately?
The little one comes with the pod, it looks like.
Yeah, I think the quarter scale one does.
So, yeah.
I think Az might have that one.
And the hot toy full size one, you can take. It's got 2 different sets of ears. So you've got the ears that are up and then the ears that are back.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
nice.
And I can see the different mouth expressions already. Yeah.
Yeah, and the little pod will close. See, I definitely want this. Oh, look at there, you can put a bit of the dog.
Oh, that's so cute.
What the hell did you just say? You just went.
You can put him in his little eggy. Oh, and he's got different hands. You can change out his little hands.
Oh my god.
Oh, I need him. He's so cute.
It's so funny because I've never watched The Mandalorian, and I think Baby Yoda is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right? And I don't have anything like that. I don't even like
I'm
to
a
show that
dirty old
much.
bastard. I always joke that he was just a fleshlight painted green.
Look at him, he's
See,
smiling. Oh,
See, Mecha squeaks over Grogu, and I squeak over that like over food. It's like, oh, look at that!
Oh, I do that with food too. I do. See, I bought the stand mixer though. That was my hot toys, and that was my because I bought that and I bought.
You make me want one of those so bad.
Yeah, I have been wanting one, and I've been using them on streams though. So like we made pizza dough from scratch. We made
It
bread.
does fucking everything that you don't want to do.
Hmm?
It does everything that you don't want to do.
So you
It's
got
like
a sifter?
whole
You bought your
food prep area.
Yeah, I got the sift. It's like the sifting attachment that you stick onto the stand mixer. So the motor of the stand mixer will sift will power the sifter, and you also have a scale in there, so you can weigh the stuff, and it'll dump it automatically into the bowl.
You remember when we were all chilling and people
smarter,
explaining
not
those
harder.
things about like the lady who was obsessed with the sifting
Mhm.
and like the volume of the cake and the bread? Like, have you noticed the difference?
There is a difference. There's everything. I sift everything when I dump it in there because I made cookies the other day and I've been sifting the crap out of it. Like I sift that and they're just so fluffy. They're so even.
Really?
Yeah, because I made yellow cake mix cookies and I sifted the yellow cake mix dough.
Well, this just came out, and boy, the spin in
don't
this
share
article.
no more secrets.
If you read it,
Why are they
God,
dumping the hot chick out into space?
you will get so dizzy from all the spin in this article. I tell you what. But we just found out from this article, though, that this went above Jon Favreau.
Yeah, I think it came from KK.
Is that
They
was,
went
that
above.
was a legitimate release? That wasn't some fan-made stupidity?
No, that's the Hollywood so-called fucking reporter that they call themselves journalists.
That looks like shit.
Urinalist.
Wow.
Urinalist is more like it.
Urinalist.
I think it's
Very
interesting, though, right in the middle of this, there's an admission of kowtowing to the left.
Yeah.
In all of this.
They'll bully them into doing it, like for some of these people, because you deal with like normal, reasonable people who you might disagree with politically on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure like nobody here has identical political beliefs on this panel, and we're all friends. We're all,
Right.
there's no reason to.
Well, as I've brought up a million times, they think it's just blue and red,
Yeah.
when most of the country is purple. Variants of purple.
That's funny.
I prefer violet, but I want to also say
Fuck
happy
you,
birthday,
Script. You're
Mecca.
not a fucking U.S. person. You don't have a say in this.
and welcome, Script Doctor. Welcome, Jason from Pipeline.
And welcome, Script Doctor. Yes.
Welcome, everybody who hasn't had a chance to say anything yet.
Happy birthday, Mecca.
Script
Yeah,
is
no,
gonna
this has
come in
been
earlier.
engaging. I managed to convince a Zoom call I was on that we should take a lunch break because it was like a 2-hour call. So I'm
You should
happy
have been like, I've got a
to be on here
celebrity
and
birthday
talk
to
to you
get
guys.
through. That's what you should have
You're a
said.
celebrity.
Yeah,
No, you
I
didn't
got a hot piece of talent on the other line. I got to go.
There you
Yeah.
go. See,
I'll
make it
remember that.
MechaRandom the movie.
Pretend I'm LeVar Burton. We have the same birthday.
No, in all seriousness, welcome, Script Doctor. We're glad you could finally make it and join the party. We're going to go for a little bit longer. Mecca's going to get to her super chats here, but we've been asking everybody when they come in. We got to get to you and Jason. Let's start with Jason first. How did you first learn of MechaRandom?
You know, I've been sitting here as I've been watching this, and I've been racking my brain trying to remember where I first encountered Mecha, because over the weekend I was talking to my wife about this. The fact that all of you guys are making all of these connections back and forth with each other. You know, there's you, there's Robert, there's Cameron, there's Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy at the Quartering. All of you guys are showing up on everybody's streams, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I don't remember where I first saw Mecha in a stream, whether it was one of her streams. I think she was already MechaRandom42 when I encountered her, but I can't remember if it was she showed up on somebody's stream, maybe if it was on one of your streams, Tom, or if it wasn't one of hers, because I'm seeing recommendations from so many different people all at once. I was like, oh well, who's this? Let's check this out and let's check this out. So honestly, I'm old man enough to admit that I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I remember a time when I was just
That's
in
a strong
everybody's
choice.
chat, trying whatever I could to get noticed, and like, yeah, I'd be like chatting away over in like Jeremy on Geeks and Gamers streams, and of course World Class Bullshitters and everybody's streams, of course.
I do seem to recall maybe I think one of the first visuals that maybe caught my eye was the riding crop. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
You've been a bad boy.
A lot of famous riding crops, indeed.
Yes.
We've got a ceremonial one. I guess
That riding crop while I'm driving, listening to live streams and having people look at me, it's like I'm listening to a live stream. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Let me roll up my window. I have
I'm
this
not a
chick
bondage
just yelling
enthusiast per se.
Right?
This is about
because
pop
all you
culture.
can hear, because literally all you hear is Mecha yelling and just whack 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 whack, and it's like I'm so sorry.
I'm looking at a Star Trek video. I'm looking at Star Trek day.
So script doctor, I'm curious to hear from you, because I don't think I've ever asked you the first time you came across MechaRandom. I got to imagine it wasn't the first time you met her on the channel.
It wasn't. No. I came across her, I would say, the same week I came across you and Bounding in the Comics, because of the whole the lawsuit that was going on with them and their Star Trek Discovery property. That's kind of where the floodgates sort of opened. And yeah, so like I think I was watching a Midnight's Edge video, and then that recommended me to an old Mead live stream, and there was you, Mecha, and a couple other people, Rob, and all talking about it. And I just started clicking away on the people's links and searching them up and finding their stuff. And I remember Mecha doing Star Trek Discovery and a lot of Captain Marvel things, I think, at that time too. And that's pretty much how I remember finding and enjoying Mecha's takes on those things.
Oh yeah, so it was a little while then before we actually started bringing you on. So okay, that's cool.
Yeah, this would be months before we even actually talked. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because I feel that I love watching Midnight's Edge After Dark, and I feel that you're a very solid fourth pillar to the structure on that show.
He's the
We
nice
call him the
reading
fat beetle.
It's not always a joke.
Oh, me?
He's the fourth person.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you have value.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
I actually know you're saying that, like
tell
Rob and
people
Tom
the
would just
truth.
fake it. No. Just kidding.
And then Robert shows up from time to time as well, and that's always fun to have Robert.
Hey, Paulie, how you doing, buddy?
And now we have Paulie joining us.
This guy's awesome.
Hey, happy birthday, Mecha.
Thank you.
Feliz cumpleaños. How's your day been?
Terrifying. No, it's been very fun. I'm flattered. I am terrified. I am embarrassed for yeah. I am not used to having so much attention, even though I'm like Tom says, like, oh yeah, I can carry a live stream myself. That's different. Oh, that's different, because I feel like I'm focusing on other people. So it's like,
but it's your day. So you're saying if we were to sing a little happy birthday to you, it would be out of the question?
Well, you missed it before, but if you want to do a Spanish happy birthday song.
I do. And then what I would love for everyone to do is to join me at the end, and hello to everyone on the panel. All you gotta sing is cumpleaños, everyone. Cumpleaños. All right.
Cumpleaños.
You got it. What's up, Robert? Pleasure
How's
to
it
meet
going,
you, man. What's
good
up,
to
brother?
meet you. Cumpleaños. Now I know
I'm gonna sing a little verse, and then we'll all do cumpleaños as happy birthday. So just follow me, all right? But this is for Mecha, all right? So the first part is las mañanitas, all right? Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba Rey David. Hoy por ser de día tu santo, te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que amaneció. Y los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Everybody, cumpleaños a ti. Cumpleaños a ti. There you go. Cumpleaños a ti. Cumpleaños a ti. Hey, eso.
It's tricky because we don't have stereo.
Hey, you know, that was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah. Great job, Paulie. Paulie, who of course you may have seen pop up quite a bit on Midnight's Edge lately, and has his own channel, The Latino Slant, and has also been getting to know Mecha lately. But I'm curious, Paulie, when did you first come across Mecha?
Well, I told you, Mecha, you know, I was doing a lot of handiwork last year because it was really tough on my business. So I always have the cousins I can always lean on. And it was very strange. It was very bizarre. It was this, and I had been listening to you before, but the one I was having a real bad day, and I was doing this really, just pulling carpet and cleaning out this house, and you and that Star Wars girl were doing a stream together. I think it was like almost the first time. Maybe you were on her channel, but man, it got me through. You've got me through some streams last year, and but at first I was like, who is this woman with the whip? I was like, and I would love it every time. But I remember that that's what makes you unique, man. You have a unique voice. Yeah, there it is. You have a unique voice. I me asustes. 42. You got to get 42 lickings on you.
This is the ceremonial one with like the little picture. It doesn't make as loud as a thwack, but it's nice to look at.
Yeah. The black one is don't you have a black one?
I used to have a black one.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Why I remember these things, I don't know. Oh, what? I didn't even see you there. What's up, Jesse? It's a party.
Broke. One of them broke when I was ranting about a certain let's just say all around internet sort of personality with the initials Z and Q. So that's what broke this one.
Oh.
No, quit.
Yeah, a ZQ video broke this one. Show me name it. This is the one I usually use. This is the loudest because this is real leather. And there's a trick. You gotta cup your hand when you're hitting it. It's not louder than.
Well, the cup makes the echo.
That's
the one. Yeah, this is the one Captain April right here. This is the one Captain April sent.
Yeah.
And he also sent me a Disco Sucks apron for the cooking streams.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mecca, I have a question. Where did you get the name of the YouTube Harvey? Because that always cracked me up.
The Star Trek people. Actually, so the Star Trek, like the We Are Starfleet sort of people, they're like, oh, that harpy, that harpy, don't listen to anything she says, whatever. I can't even remember exactly which one. But I'm like, I like that. I'll take that. I'll take harpy. Why not? I'll take it and roll with it. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean.
Oh, that's funny. So you like took their kind of like them trying to, burn you, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna own this one. Oh, that's great. Okay.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, I took their power from it, and I think they've been really, really mad ever since.
That's hilarious. I love that.
But hey, it's a good name. It's a good nickname. I mean, and it is kind of true. I'm a thorn in the side of the Mary Sue writers. They noticed me now.
I bet. Good.
Comicsgate kind of did that too. You have the label that's originally intended to be a pejorative, and they just said, well, okay, we'll use it, and they turn it into a thing and make it a bit. And it's one of those things where if the bullies keep going and they think they can get to you and they get a reaction, a negative reaction or something, then that encourages them and they keep doing it. But if you decide you're going to have fun with it and you're going to play with it, that tends to kind of take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, I've noticed.
I started out in Comicsgate, and it used to be such a good thing, and then it turned into such a mess, like all over the place. And you know,
A
it's
lot
kind
of-
of a bittersweet thing because it's like I hear it's still going on.
It
but
is a lot of
Oh, yeah.
a lot of
I
organic
doubt
movements.
I know any of the people that are in it now.
Yeah, I think a lot of organic movements tend to do that. They get so big and they break off into factions, and you have the various different ones. Now that you have the common enemy.
Yeah, for some
and
reason,
you gain
because
ground,
big
and then
controlled opposition thing.
yeah, and
then
everybody goes after each other. Yeah,
it became a mess because the whole idea originally was for a high tide to raise all ships, but then all of a sudden, when it came down to dollars and cents, it wasn't about that anymore, and then that sucked. Then it just became everybody trying to go after everybody, and it's just like, is this just for advertising drama, or is this real?
Yeah,
I had to go.
Well, I'm going to say this now. We gotta get to super chats here for Mecha. I think she's bringing them up now.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
before we get too long in the tooth here, because we got High Council coming up. So if anybody has to check out, now would be a good time to speak up and let us know where they can find you. And if you have anything else to say for Mecha.
I think I'm gonna check out for now because I gotta do a bunch of stuff before I go on Latino Slants channel tonight at 10 EST. We're gonna be hanging out and
Nice.
yeah.
That should be
Doing a
perfectly
little
timed right
update.
after High Council. There you go.
Are you guys just bullshitting, or are you got a topic picked out?
We got a couple topics. We're going to be talking Wes Anderson movies because he's one of my favorite directors. So we're just going to be talking about that and that kind of stuff. And Becca, just happy birthday! And I'm just so glad that we finally got to meet in person. Well, not person, but you know what I mean, like face to face.
Everybody in.
It's just so awesome, and just I wish you all the best, girl. I hope just keep rocking it. Keep rocking it. I mean, you do it every day anyways, all day on Twitter. I mean, I see you there. I see you there killing it, girl. So like, just keep on being you, and don't let anyone fucking stop you, man. Just keep going. And much love. Everybody on the panel, nice to meet everybody who I haven't met, and the ones that I know. I will see you guys later.
I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Bye, Nina.
Good night.
With that, did anybody else have to go as well before we get into?
I have to jump off too. So
all right.
It was great. Happy birthday, Mecha, and many more and all that. And I love watching you fight people on Twitter. I keep up that battle because it makes me very happy to see you give shit back to people that give you shit. I need to do more of that, but I hold my tongue and I like other people to do it for me.
Well, after this Dina thing, I'm getting to the point where we need to start fighting a little fire with fire. And
Yeah.
after what happened to you, Robert, what happened to Rick Moranis, and now Gina, I'm done. I'm done.
Wait, something happened to Rick Moranis?
Yeah,
did
you're about
something
him getting
happen
sucker
besides
punched
the
in New
knockout?
York.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, it's just like for what reason other than he was white? Let's be real here.
For a random brutal assault.
It's an old
Yeah.
guy walking down the street. They probably didn't even recognize him.
You're half the size of me. Let me hit you because you look like you're about 70.
Yeah, because he didn't steal anything from him, so obviously it was completely motivated by I'm just going to punch this.
Yeah,
guy.
like at least back in the day, they had the common courtesy to take your wallet.
Yeah, maybe it was because he was Canadian. You ever think
Maybe.
about that?
Yeah, we did bring that up.
You saw the video, right?
Maybe we thought maybe it was for Honey We Shrunk
He was
Ourselves.
just
but-
walking down the street.
Well, it
Or
could have been
maybe
worse.
he got upset
winter
that
coat, and
Rick
he just
Moranis
knocked
took a-
right up against the wall. Bam!
Yeah, it could have
Or
been
maybe
worse. He could have been
someone
from
got upset
Washington
that
State.
Rick
so, you know.
Moranis like quit acting for a time. He was like, "You're my childhood hero. You got me through great good times, and you vanished." And then
Nah, I
Yeah, he
don't
did get
think the guy
sucker
even
punched.
knew who he
That
was.
was a total sucker punch.
But yeah, you can check out Robert on the Burnett Work, of course. That's the best place to find you, right?
Yeah, on YouTube, absolutely.
Yeah, keep us all posted on the show because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it drops on March 25th.
It's always
8
cool when you
episodes.
get to be part of a video game.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. The show's pretty cool. Well, I will
That's
see you all
amazing.
later, and happy birthday, Mecha. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Script.
Nice meeting you, sir.
We'll
to see you,
talk
Rob.
soon.
Take
have
care.
a great one, guys.
I'm
gonna go ahead and bail as well. We got to
All
do
right,
prep
thank you, Jason.
for Salacious Crumbs coming up later on tonight, so I got to finish up with that and get our Star Wars stuff laid out. So,
Awesome.
Mecca, happy birthday! Many happy returns. Keep up the good work.
Check out Sci-Fi for Me TV on YouTube.
Appreciate that. And I will see y'all later. Good to
Later,
meet
Jason.
everybody.
Yeah, have a great night, brother.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out, and thank you so much for being patient with super chats. We are seeing them as they come in. We do read them, and I do really appreciate everybody just for chatting. I'm reading the chat, even though if I can't speak because I don't want to interrupt anybody. I am reading you guys, so that's one thing that like Nina was saying, it's like that's kind of always been my thing, is interacting with the chat. That's my biggest. I feel like I'm on stage performing, like doing crowd work, which is why I really like that.
Well, now is your time to shine, because as soon as you get the super chats up, now it's yours.
All right, now they're here. Now that I've wasted enough time talking, and thank you guys.
There you go.
First one up, Jason C. 2 super stickers of little unicorns. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Roger Haynes, Canadian super sticker for the little birthday cake. Thank you so much. Culture Casino, happy birthday, Mecca. Thank you so much for your super generous super chat. Willie Woodward, $2 super chat. Happy birthday, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I gotta bring him over here, so I'm not reading around. I'm reading around my baby Yoda, so I can't see. So Willie Woodward, happy birthday, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. View from Lookout, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecca, for your super chat. I really appreciate it. GD Chapel, super generous super chat. Thank you so much. Hail Queen Mecca. And I don't have the sound effects for the 69 dudes, but sorry, they were going off and I had to close them off because it was just too much. But thank you so much. Kip Ellis, a Great British super sticker. Great British Pat super sticker for birthday cake. See, that's the thing I don't have. I don't have cake. I have chocolate here. I do have chocolate.
You have the good shit. Don't lie.
I don't have cake. I didn't buy any. I can make some though.
What kind of chocolate?
They're the just
Can I
Rocky
see?
Mountain Chocolate Factory
Oh.
jewel box of chocolates.
Ooh, those are
That's
good.
nice.
I've been smoking all day, and that sounds really good.
I know you're
For
reading
real.
super chats, but I'm such a cheap chocolate whore. Sorry.
I like cheap chocolate. I like expensive
There's
chocolate.
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
Man.
wrong with cheap chocolate.
Dude,
Right.
cheap chocolate at the corner at the liquor store.
Yeah, what
Shoot.
state you from? Because if you go down to that Universal Orlando, they got this place called the Chocolate Factory. You get chocolate in every course of your meal.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the cheap Hostess chocolate, man. I'm just
Even that. Everything's
even
good.
that. Thank you, Mecca.
Well, Reese's cupcakes. Why did you even make this? You're like crack.
All right, where were we? Oh, here we go. Magus Esper, thank you so much for your super chat. No comment, but thank you. Fat Steven Seagal, congratulations from Little Bash Incorporated. Thanks, Tom. Well, thank you so much, Fat Steven Seagal. Dr. Blue Box 11.
Little Bitch Incorporated. You got it wrong.
I concur. Oh, sorry. Did I say that?
Poor Fat
We're working
Steven.
that Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Sorry, Mac. I just had to
I'm telling him to
correct.
start that up as a PR firm. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Little Bitch Inc.
Little Bench Inc. public relations firm. Like everybody would hire them just on that.
We'll do whatever you want. We're little bitches.
Right?
Wow.
Yes.
Where am I? Here it is. Dr. Blue Box 11. Happy birthday, Mecca, and many happy more with champagne. I didn't have champagne. I have tequila in the other room, though. I might drink some of that later tonight.
Damn right, Mecca.
Babo Yogi, thank you so much. Bake Tom a birthday cake with explosives. Happy birthday. But Tom deserves. Well, Tom did all the work for this, and I don't think he deserves that. So thank you so much, still again, Tom and Rob for all the organizing. And you don't get explosives in your cake, either one of you. Willie Woodward, thank you so much. I heart Mecca because she's fiery, honest, and kind. Well, thank you, and thanks, Willie Woodward. Mazarus, stay amazing, Mecca. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And I know Tom's been highlighting a lot of these too. Jedi 6, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Mecca. Happy birthday to you. Love and kittens to you, sweetheart. I love kittens. I want a kitten now. They smell nice. You ever smell like you just hold up a little kitten and you just sniff him? Oh, he's so sweet. Don't sniff cats, probably.
The fuck?
I don't know where that went. Scott Schofield, thank you so much. Happy birthday with cake and flowers. Well, thank you. U.S. Navy guy, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. May this year be filled with friends, family, love, laughter, and countless blessings. May all your endeavors be within your reach. Well, thank you so much. It's so sweet. Thank you so much, U.S. Navy guy. Matt G says, like OMG Mary, you're on with a redhead that plays the harp. Like what? That was supposed to be sounding like a Valley girl, wasn't it? Like, oh my God, Mary, you're out with that redhead that plays the harp. Like, what? Oh wow, when you hover over them, they move. The super stickers. That's so awesome. I didn't know that. Norm Flyders, thank you so much for the super sticker. I just noticed that it's like a little dancey guy, and he's doing this. He's a little doggy. It's really cute. Thank you so much.
Speaking of dances, I was hired to strip.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not taking off the mask though. That's my rule.
Look at my flaming hot Doritos.
I was hired for a birthday party by a slow-mo.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
I told them to send the. I told them to send the clown. Oh.
Did Fat Steven take over?
Tom, how do you do? Oh shit, it's the Joker.
Did Fat Steven take over Tom's?
Stay calm. Stay calm. No, I'm just here to say happy birthday to the MechaRando chick. And I like MechaRando because she's got red hair. It reminds me of Poison Ivy, only not poison, but toxic. And I was hired. They wanted a Batwoman to come strip. And here was the thing, though. I was responsible. They didn't tell me to bake the cake after she was in there. Like, she was in the cake when I baked it. It wasn't cake.
Yeah, you're not
It's a meat pie.
Yeah. It's everywhere. I'm so sorry, Barbara.
You're an asshole.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think I'm too stoned for that. I think I'm too stoned.
Me
for
too.
Me too.
All right, back to super chats because I don't want to miss you guys. I don't want to miss anybody. Matt G, birthday cake. Thank you so much, Matt G, for the birthday cake sticker. Damajanai, happy birthday, you gorgeous women. Many more to you. Well, thank you so much, Damajanai. And if you missed him, roll back the stream. Matt G, 149 super sticker. Another Derpicord. It's a Derpicorn. Is it a Derpicorn or a whatever? What's the other name for him? I don't remember because I'm dumb. Mandy Summers, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday, Mecha. Incredible folks on the panel. Much love. Thank you so much, Mandy Summers. Now, Mandy, you guys have her on for Toxic Femininity, right?
Yeah, I saw that last episode.
Mandy is on Toxic Femme. She's awesome. Yes.
And
like what?
What?
That's her thing. That's the whole Matt G was doing. Like, she does the Valley Girl. Like what?
Like what?
That was Utah, Morena, Mary, and her.
Mary actually couldn't make it last night because she didn't have no power, but I was glad she was able to make it for Mecca's birthday today. That was awesome.
She wasn't on the last one?
Mary was not able to make it for the last one.
Oh, it was that other chick. Who's the other chick on that show?
Last night we had Lorena, we had
Leslie?
G Legend Star Wars gal, and we had Mandy. So yep.
There's a lot of people out with power in Texas that I know.
Yeah, that's just it. The rolling blackouts are really getting to everybody. It's tough. So if you're one of those who's lucky enough to have your power back on and you're listening to us, thank you for joining. We appreciate that. And we'll let Mecca get back to her super chats here. My bad. I just had to do the stripper bit.
And stay warm, everybody. And you know, don't worry about a stream. We'll be here later. We'll still be here when you guys are back. Stay safe. Take care, everybody. So, Supreme Heretic, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecca. Well, thank you so much for super chat. Larry, happy birthday, young lady. Are you too harpy? I'm not young, but thank you. See, I like it when people say that. I'm like, I'm not that young, but thank you. DK Samaritan, thank you so much. Holy crap. Happy birthday, Mecca. Thank you so much. Super generous super chat. I really, really appreciate it. DK Samaritan. Cigar Gangster, happy birthday, Mecca. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really, really appreciate it. Captain April, super sticker for cake. Cake is awesome. See, now I should have bought cake. I came this close to buying muffins today, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to bake some. And that has nothing to do with cake. So I like cake too. Bikini90, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Becca. Oh, happy thank you so much. And I got to talk to you finally in person on Nina's stream the other day, which I had thought we already had been, because I was saying the other day on Nina's stream, it seems like I'm on with everybody all the time anyway, and then I forget that, oh yeah, just because I see you guys in chat doesn't mean we've like done a stream together, just because I'm like right next to you guys sometimes. So sorry about that. Darius Munchausen, thank you so much. Happy birthday, MechaRandom42. Flowers, cake, and ice. Is that a slushie? That looks like a snow cone. Oh, that's a snow cone. I like snow cones. Dorithion405, happy birthday, our queen. Well, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Dorithion405. AJ Journeyman, happy birthday, MechaRandom42. You wanted a special stream and you got one. I hope your day is a special one filled with surprises. All the best. Well, thank you so much, AJ Journeyman. And Stephen Kraft, happy birthday, Mecha. Thank you so much. Just Joe47 for cake, super sticker of cake. We're getting a lot of cake. We're getting a lot of cake in super chats. Or super stickers. Creepy Little Book, P from Creepy Little Book, happy birthday with an F. Well, thank you so much, Pete. You didn't have to do that. I see you every night anyway.
Hey, Pete, if you're home, you do have a link if you want to hop in real quick. We're going to
Probably
be
working, but yeah, I told Tom like the second I knew this, I'm like, well, okay, Pete, Jesse, Tina are like my closest people that I'm with all the time. So, and then like, yeah, so, oh, and Drunk 3PO, thank you so much. Happy birthday. We're not worthy. I'm not worthy of knowing Drunk 3PO.
He was going to come in, but he was actually at Universal. So just so you know.
That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate you hanging out and being in the chat, and so thank you. And like I said, we're not worthy of you because you like do so much more than any of us. He raised $40,000 for charity recently to stop human trafficking because fuck human trafficking, right? Jeffrey Turner, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecha. Hello, Tom, Jesse, Cameron, Jesse, Jeff, Anna, Shlomo, Chef, and Demajane. Oh, hi, Justin. No whispering. Jeffrey Turner. AJ Starker, it's a little chicken super sticker. Thank you so much. It's a little chicken. What's he doing? I can't see it. He's like feeding another little chicken something or a little birdie. Well, thank you. Fat Steven Seagal, Crazy Rich Asians movie. Proper, your thoughts. Darn it. I'm sorry. Proper's not here for the
shoot. Yeah, that was a joke from earlier. I think.
I'm sorry we missed it. We missed it. I'll try and be better if like we have some directed for people. Mr. Another, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecha. Thank you so much, Mr. Another. Pegleg Peach, I met Mecha in 1637 when she was burned at the stake for being a witch. Happy birthday. You're probably not wrong. It's like this shit again. that's the cancel culture. I'm like, this shit again. We did this already.
That's why you don't like to go to Salem?
The funny thing. Ginger Viking Jesus. I say it wrong. Pete does it. He goes, Ginger Viking Jesus. And he did a 666 super chat. So of course I don't know if this will pop up, but I don't think it does. But that's about all I can play of it without getting claimed.
That's all right.
And AJ Starker, thank you so much for the super chat. I still have an original Gizmo toy. The squeaker even works. Oh, Gizmo.
I think I have one somewhere. You do, don't you, Mecha?
I don't. The only Gizmo I have is that one back there.
Oh, okay. I thought you had one.
No, where is he? I think he's behind me. I don't know, but he doesn't squeak.
Oh, it's Anna that has one. That's what I'm thinking of. Anna has one with the squeaker, yeah.
Ghost 620, a super sticker with a cake. Oh, I love cake. Now I'm I'm probably gonna make cake now this weekend. That'll be like one of my baking streams. I'll have to make a cake, I think. Fat Steven Seagal. Thank you so much for the super chat. I thought it was Ronald McDonald Dimash and I. Oh no, we're missing him from other people. Joseph Beinowitz. Happy birthday, Mecha. Well, thank you so much. Matt G, more cake. Thank you so much for the super sticker for cake. You're trying to.
You guys are making me want cake. Jesus.
I know. It's just
no
like
shit. Like after
cake.
this, I'm not gonna go buy.
It's like a thick
And I'm
cake.
smelling
Hey, Chef, you
chocolate.
could make some.
Oh,
Shit. I could do a no bake cake. Oh, ooh.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right, let's get through this. Okay, hold on.
All right. Rob Altus, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecha. Thanks for all the laughs and rants. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I also like your avatar. I like Planet of the Apes. Evil Emily, hope you have a great birthday. Well, thank you so much, Evil Emily. Thank you. Jose Luis Castellanos, cake. More cake. Thank you so much. Holy crap. For the Mexican super chat. Thank you so much. And cake. I like cake. Matt G, more cake. Matt G, how much cake? You just super chatted the
cake, man.
That's okay. It's a birthday party. That's what it's supposed to. I think he's super chatting for the whole stream. That's what that is. Clint Matthews, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mecha. May you hold on to your tacos, stay out of strange cars, learn the secrets of the crop circles, watch all the yokais, hug the baby Yodas, and keep entertaining us nerds.
Clearly somebody who watches you.
Absolutely.
Ran out of characters.
That was a good one.
Right.
That was a good one.
They nailed all the Mecha-isms.
Oh, that would be so cute. Baby Yoda, this is Jabanya, and he's a ghost and he's a dead cat, but he loves you.
You would eat it.
Two of the coolest things ever. I can't
It'll
do
be
it.
like, where did it go? I'll be like,
I should have worn my Baby Yoda shirt right now for you, but I'm kind of protesting it, right?
Yeah, I am
that
too.
thing, and Disney's watching you.
Because I've got a couple Baby Yoda shirts too, and I'm just kind of like, nope, not right now.
I have a cute one, Mecha, where it's 6 panels and it's 6 different. He's doing 6 different looks. It's adorable.
Baby Yoda. So cute.
I know. Anyway, sorry.
Let's see. Oh, in Keck we trust. Happy birthday, you wonderful bastard. Love you. Keep being awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's a new one. In Keck we trust. That's a meme. That's a meme. I'm like, I've seen it here and there, but
Hey, you got to pay attention to those older gods.
right. Willie Woodward. Now that Mecca is 21 for her drinking fund. Thank you. We usually on the baking streams, it's like, okay, $20 when we take a shot. Like every $20 we take a shot. So Matt G, pie. He's changing it up with pie this time. It's cherry pie, it looks like.
Ooh.
Super sticker. See, now we have to sing She's My Cherry Pie. Rosetta! Hey, Rosetta! Have a blessed birthday, sweetheart. You still the light in life. Thank you for helping inspire me. Well, thank you. I mean, I like hearing that, people are finding their own voices in the communities due to other YouTubers, like I said, I certainly got inspired by Rob and Tom and Doomcock and Jeremy and a lot of these channels, and like even now I'm getting inspired by a lot of these channels, like Jeremy from the Quartering, and pretty much everybody here is an inspiration. And so I'm really happy to see that everybody's kind of bringing more people into the community. Let's see. Valiant Renegade, happy birthday, MR42, and greetings to the panel. And do you want me to refresh? And thank you so much, Valiant Renegade.
Are you caught up yet, or?
No.
Sorry, I know you had a couple that just come in.
Oh, here's more. There's more. All right.
Oh wait.
Sean Moore, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mac. I love your channel. Here's a little appreciation for all your hard work. Well, thank you so much, Sean Moore. I really appreciate it. Jesse Miller, what is
I saw
Yeah,
that.
boy.
I see where you're at now. Okay.
That's where I see it. That's where I'm at. Oh, I appreciate you. Well, thank you. You don't have to do that.
No, but I want you to have a birthday present.
I
See,
know,
bro. See, I gave her 100 yesterday. 'cause
Yeah.
it was
Like
her
I
birthday, so she's
was
making
just
money.
streaming on Sunday,
Yeah.
and everybody was so awesome too on Sunday.
Because you know how daily life goes? It goes like one to the next to the next to the next, and it's next week. You need to stop and get yourself a nice birthday present. You deserve it, and you're a good person.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I did just buy. Somebody super chatted on Sunday, like, oh, in case you don't stream on your birthday, somebody super chatted for. So I bought the Bowser game. So I'm like,
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna have to play it with
What-
people now.
What's the Bowser game?
Well, it's not the Bowser. It's Super Mario 3D World, and then it has a Bowser's Fury mode. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that one. Oh, and I got more here. So I can just let's see. Willie Woodward, thank you so much. I love how this is like a hangout among friends. Well, thank you. Stephen Otten, happy birthday, Mecca. Cake, flowers, shiny heart, and fist bump. Dixon Cider, more cake. Just more cake for everybody. And thank you so much, Dixon Cider. Ginger Viking Jesus, 420.
Yes,
Rob,
sir.
SW.
I'm muted. Damn it.
Beer, fire, and smoke.
Smoke weed every day.
And Ed Lowry, thank you so much. Happy birthday, MechaRandom42. Well, thank you so much, Ed Lowry.
I'm like, why does she like? Oh wait, I'm muted.
You're always muted. Oh,
Well,
and
you've been
actually,
talking this whole
Moses-
time. You've been muted. Sorry, you gotta repeat that, Mecca. I talked over you.
Oh, sorry. Matt G and another, and the one just came in. Flowers, a rose from Matt G. Well, thank you.
I don't know about you guys, but Mecca, my stomach already hurts from eating too much cake.
I know. Are we caught up then on all the great super chats?
Yeah, we're caught up.
All right, kids. I think with that, we need to let Mecca have a break before I counsel. I know I'm going to need one.
Yeah,
So
have a bio break at least. Yeah.
yeah, let me see if the link's up already, and I can send you guys over there. I don't know.
Yeah,
if Jeff
just
has it up
go
there.
have a smoke, go have a drink, go have
Jeff's got it
lunch.
ready.
Go have dinner, have a squirrel.
And we will see you guys there.
Oh, you got a super
another
chat.
one from Dixon Cider.
Cider, thank you so much. I will send you something for your birthday once the weather warms up a bit. I hope you like Godzilla. I love Godzilla.
Mhm.
I absolutely love Godzilla. And thank you so
Nice.
much. And I do have a few here to open too. So So I let you guys if you wanna stick around or not. I probably should open up these like 2 little gifts though if people are here.
Why
Or I
don't you
can
do
say-
that then? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got just a couple little things.
If any of you guys need to check out, but before that, check out Paulie on the Latino Slant. Check out Script Doctor. Check out Jesse over at the Crow's Nest. Check out Chef Nation. Of course, earlier we had Anna. We had Robert Meyer Burnett. We had Jeremy from the Quartering. We had who else showed up? Geesh, everybody was here for a while.
Just Anna.
Damaj and I was here.
Damaj and I,
Justin Proper, Nina. So yes, check out all their channels. And it looks like Morbid Fury's been doing their best to share all the.
Morbid Fury and Matt G for modding. Janet Patterson, I think that box might be from you. I've got a big giant box here, so
We'll open these, and I think we'll call it a quits for this, and head over to High Council.
yeah. The squirrel was
Touch your
here,
camera first.
and the squirrel was here.
Make
But yeah, if
yourself
anyone
big
wants to
again. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oof. All right. So then we'll.
Scissors. You got bust out with the switchblade.
I have a knife, but I have scissors here too. All
Little
right,
pink scissors.
I know this is from
Yeah,
Matt.
G is reminding you that the unicorn is called a doomicorn, and Mary sings doom da doom doom doom.
Okay. Yeah, because Tom and I we had the Derpicorn from She-Ra way back when, so I didn't know which one originated first.
I think the Derpicorn was first, but the doomicorn just took.
Yeah, it was more popular because She-Ra, we dropped She-Ra like a hot potato
Yeah.
because it deserved it, because it was She-Ra. So this one came all the way from the UK.
Wow.
Oh, fancy.
That's cool.
It's from all the way from the UK from Matthew Hooker, and I know he's probably not here. Oh, double bagged.
Oh, you could always maybe clip this out later just for.
Double bagged. All right,
Yeah,
double.
that's good
It's all the way from the UK. Well, I'll probably unlist the stream. Hopefully, I'm not showing anything. All right, it's in a.
Just clip
it's
this
in a
bit
bag
out
inside of
later.
a bag.
Yeah.
So that's what I was looking for before we set up. I'm like, let me get a thing so I can black out people's names just in case I'm an idiot and I do
Right.
something, accidentally hold up their return address, which I don't want to do.
Well, luckily, StreamYard is only like 720p, so it doesn't have the greatest quality.
Oh, this is from the UK.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Oh shit! Giant candy.
This is not from the UK though. This is a
German or something.
This is Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
What
You're
is
gonna have
that?
There's 6 pieces or 6 packages of them.
Is it chocolate? Yeah, is it candies?
It's chocolate, I think.
Open it.
Candy.
It's chocolate.
Oh, I did just
If
see
it's
the
from-
cross link.
If it's from Norwegian, it's chocolate herring. You know.
Yeah, watch. She could eat
My
that.
whole life,
She's
it is
like,
chocolate.
American chocolate sucks now.
It is chocolate, I bet. It is. Oh, they're all individually wrapped. Oh, they're individually wrapped.
There you go. Try
Like
one.
a triple
Yeah,
packaged
knock
gift
one
now.
out, man.
They're like
Yes.
Kit Kats.
You ain't getting none.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that around here.
Gotcha.
Is it Norwegian Kit Kat?
Oh, dude, that's right up my
Oh,
alley.
Give me it. Give me the candy.
I know, like we're all like drooling over this. It's just like, oh.
Well, it's just.
Well,
I mean,
it's
a lot-
fancy.
Oh my god, it is exactly like a Kit Kat.
Oh,
okay. I bet you it
nice.
tastes
Sounds like
better.
it's a Norwegian Kit Kat. Oh my gosh.
See, now I'm
Probably a
gonna go
lot better. Probably.
Probably better.
Yeah, because they got to use better
Mm.
ingredients.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
like
way.
a face, yeah, yeah. Just by looking
Yeah,
at
like
her
a real,
face, it tastes
like a real chocolate cocoa version of a Kit Kat.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Fuck, man.
Why
I'm in
does
the cocoa.
America have such
All of the
amazing
chocolate.
food?
I had
What
Mc-
the hell is going on?
You know, I had McDonald's in Norway, and even that was better.
No.
That's because they have laws that they have to
Did it
use
taste like
actual
chocolate?
cows.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it just tasted fresher. You know.
What you
Oh,
got there?
Pooch playing cards, doggy playing cards.
Probably
Oh,
also,
poochies.
another
What do you
reason
say,
why Rob
poochies?
is like is they actually
Playing
force him to put real food in the stuff. I'm like,
Poochies.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Doggies. Yeah, they make them put real stuff in the.
It's got real sugar, real cocoa. Yeah.
The real
Do not
shit.
bend. All right. Please do not bend.
It's
I'm trying not
like
to.
10 gifts in one package.
Yeah.
No. This is
Damn,
awesome. This has got to be a. It's a
And it was sent from the UK before, guys. Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
That's cool.
What's that?
Okay, wait, so everybody knows the young ones. Most
Yeah.
of you don't know that Bottom was so much fucking better.
What
Nice.
the fuck?
Cedric Mail and Aid Edmondson from Bottom.
It's an autograph.
Oh my god. That is so sweet. No,
Dude, that's awesome. You got to put that in a frame.
I know, right? Oh my god, that is so awesome.
Dude, the young ones was like, if no one's ever seen the young ones, just go like binge that shit.
If no one's seen the young one, or if you've seen the young ones and have not seen Bottom, it is a slapstick. It's like Beavis and Butthead are two British bachelors.
Nice.
And it's like, that's the best way. And that's the meaning of life right there. Beavis and Butthead. Like, it always comes down to Beavis and Butthead. And Bottom is like Beavis and Butthead only grown. And oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. What did you buy? Okay, what did you get?
Damn, how much is in there?
Oh, Borgs! Oh, they're so cute. They're all Star Warsy
They're
Borgs.
food. They're food gerbils. Just like people.
Oh, they're so cute.
Chewie won't eat them.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Like
The old Chewie would have.
Oh, also, and Aid Edmondson is he was in The Last Jedi too.
As what?
He was one of the guys on the Star Destroyer. Was it a Star Destroyer? I think he was one of the ones that got Holdo maneuvered.
Yeah. Do you think he's pissed off about it?
Probably.
He was in it. He was one of the better ones there.
He's like, I got my way into a Star Wars movie, and it's the most hated movie of all time. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Great.
Like, what character you? Like, I got blown up.
Well, he was also Vivian in The Young Ones.
Dude, Vivian was the funniest son of a bitch ever. I don't even know what he had those stars like stapled into his forehead.
Stickers. They're all Baby Yoda. Okay, gotta make sure I don't miss any. Oh, Baby Yoda and the Mando. Oh, Baby Yoda stickers. See, what were we just saying? We love stickers.
Is this
They're all
still
different
from the
Baby
same?
Yoda stickers. They're all babies.
Is this the same? Is this all from the same person?
No, this is a different. It doesn't have a
Okay.
return address on this one.
Jesus,
Yeah, I was like, damn.
It's Amazon fulfillment.
She rolling the gifts. So that one person from the UK is like killing it.
I know, right? Most people are lucky to get a coffee mug.
Babies. They're all Baby Yoda. I can't even show them all. They're all Baby Yodas. They're all different. They're all babies. They're all Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's a stack.
That's like 500 Baby Yoda stickers.
I bet you they
That's
took
like
them all from
currency.
their kid. No, they took them all from their kid. Like, fuck you, you don't get this sticker.
Look, now you have a job to do, and you have to walk around town, and you have to slap those on random bumpers.
Random bumpers.
Yeah, just random bumpers. Just don't let yourself be seen.
Yeah, there's another
You're
Amazon.
gonna have to cover the hair.
Yeah.
All right, Amazon fulfillment. What's this? Come on, Amazon. Oh, I needed this. Okay, I needed this. Amazon fulfillment. Ugh, big box.
I mean, who doesn't get excited opening gifts?
A
What the
potato
hell is
ricer. I
this?
almost bought one of these for myself not too long ago.
Wait, what'd you
The
get?
other day.
Is that a
I should-
potato
I should
ricer?
mashed potatoes quickly.
What the hell is a potato?
Oh my God. Oh, no.
What's a potato ricer?
It's like a garlic press for potatoes. They are so awesome. Chef Talon.
That's gotta have like
That's
some.
dude.
Is it
Okay, so
made
when
out
you're
of
making
steel or
mashed-
something?
No. It's a better way of making mashed potatoes, bro. So you're not using a masher. You're not fucking shit up, making a big ass mess. You legit just make the potatoes the way you make mashed potatoes, and then you put it through the ricer, and it comes out so much better. Oh my God.
No shit.
Mecha has hit gold.
All right.
She can make
Baby?
some badass garlic mashed potatoes out of them bad boys.
Right?
Oh,
Babies!
yeah, dude.
Oh, these are the cute ones.
Jesse, I
Oh,
totally recommend you get a ricer, dude.
Yeah, get a potato ricer.
Get a potato ricer,
The
bro.
more you know. See, I learned
Oh, these
something
are the
being
little
on this
figures
stream.
of Baby. They're like all the little Chuck Jonesy figures. I gotta put them up. I wanna. Okay, well, you sit right here while I get.
I ain't gonna lie, my mashed potato game is mad weak because I get bored and I just stick them in the nutrient engine, then they turn into goop.
a pasta drying rack for when I start making the fresh pasta.
What the fuck? I need somebody to send me. I need knives, people. So people in Mecha chat, I need knives.
I need knives too. I have a PO box and all my
You know
videos.
what this is for, Rob?
If it's been involved in a crime, it's worth more. So send that.
Well,
Right?
Yeah, for pedals. For pedals.
Oh,
What's a repedal?
For guitar pedals.
guitar
Oh,
pedal.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
for-
had these
what's it do?
Huh?
What's it do?
You just plug them in so you don't have to have 9 volts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This is a great
Yeah.
birthday you're having here, Mecca.
Yeah, no
This is
shit,
badass.
right?
There's more in there.
Congrats.
There's even more in there. There's more in there.
What
Okay.
is this now?
Did you get did somebody just buy you a bunch of fucking kitchen equipment? Okay, who is this?
Is this the Daniel
Smart
Patterson
person.
box that he was giving me? I think that's his.
Wow. Oh yeah, we have those. We have
I
those.
need these. I needed these so bad. Now I can like put all of my flour and sugar and all this
Mhm.
stuff. I can labeled and I can.
See, the cooking videos are gold.
Oh,
So you know what, Mecca? Let's do. Can we do a cooking stream together?
Oh my
I don't
god.
know how to do one with other. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you do
Do a
that?
chop. Let's do a chop version.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Chopped.
No. Like you gotta. I'll hit you up. I'll hit
Basically,
you
you
up.
both would cook the same thing on both sides, I would imagine.
Well, no, I bring in a chef, and then we could just follow along. And kinda
Right, or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I probably have to stream from StreamYards on the phone. I'd probably do
Yeah.
that.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
I actually set up
Oh,
everything
geez.
in my kitchen. It was
Wear that
perfect.
out in public. There you go.
See, now I match my avatar. Oh, this is
my
a nice
God.
one.
It's yeah,
Time to
plague
get
doctor
kinky.
mask. Yeah.
Watch your glasses.
Yeah, I gotta take my glasses to do it.
Yeah, watch your glasses.
Now you just fill the front with flowers and you're good to go. No
Whoa.
coronavirus for you.
Corset now. Yep, she needs a corset. Now she's ready to go out.
You're ready to go to that eyes wide shut party.
I was gonna say, wear that out in public and make a statement.
For
Right?
real.
They'll think you're shooting a
Yeah.
German movie.
I mean, it is a mask after all.
It is a mask.
Yeah.
Been there.
And it
It's
also
hard to
allows
do that.
people to
It's hard to
get
see out of
stay at
the-
least a few feet away from your face because you can't, or else they get poked.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, they believed that if you just filled the front with flowers and things, that would filter
It would filter
through,
it.
and yeah, you'd be fine. So it's the same concept as today. No one's grown at all in about 4,000 or 400 years. What's that picture?
What's the picture? Well, that's what you're
Just
supposed
a
to wear. Like a hat.
Oh,
Plague doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool
Yeah.
looking too. They
You
did
have
a
a
lot
hat
of
like
time
that?
with that.
I don't have a hat like that, but here I was using this right at the beginning of
of
lockdown. I was using that as an avatar.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now you can actually wear one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
We got another super chat for you from Colin Ewan, who sent in
Doors wide shut.
happy birthday, Queen Mecca. You don't look a day over 21. Well, that's ironic because she just turned 21.
I wish.
That's why she was like, I wonder if I should drink. It's like, well, you can legally now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you, Colin.
Yep.
Helps wash down the medibles real nice.
All right. Was that all your gifts then, Mecca?
Yeah,
You had-
that was everything. And the big box was all Jan and Patterson. The first big packet with the photos and the autograph stuff is Matthew Hooker, and I don't know who sent the Baby Yoda stickers. It didn't say. There wasn't a name. So, but thank you, whoever did.
So shout out to the person who just sent you all that kitchen equipment.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's
I need
smart.
I
And
need to
that
get in
autograph
touch with that
picture's
person
awesome.
because Chef has a list. I have a list of things that I need. And I don't feel like spending money. So if you would like to spend some money and send it to me, I would be more than happy to take it.
I would also like to say I need a moonshine guy.
Do not start a moonshine channel, Jesse.
No, it was just
You
be in
gotta
the
run him to
background.
start a moonshine
I
channel.
still
That'd be
You
awesome.
will kill somebody.
I still got my dad's old winemaking equipment. So if you wanna
But yeah, I want to thank everybody who took the time to come in and do this for Mecca. We're going to be over on the High Council in about 15 minutes. So
Party continues over there.
I think we're gonna shut this down for now, so we all can have a quick break and a breath. And I just shared the link in the chat. MechaRandom, it's under MechaRandom, but there it is in the chat. Go ahead and follow it over there, and we'll see you there in a little bit. Anything to say, Mecca, before we go?
Just thank you. I am astonished with all the love and the support today. I did not expect it. I did not expect anything to be this big or amazing. And it's you guys really, really. I don't deserve you. I don't deserve any of you.
Mecca, I've known you for a long time now, and I got to say, you don't think enough of yourself. You're a wonderful person, and we all love you very much.
Oh, thank you.
We love you.
I don't
And
deserve it.
Colin Ewan sent in another one, and I agree with him. This is what you should do. Remember the old TBS dinner and a movie? That's what you need to do. You review well, in this case he says Kung Fu High, but review an episode of Cobra Kai and cook some Chinese food or something like that. You know what I mean? Or some kind
Well, yeah,
of
that's kind of like what Rob and I would get on Discord, and we
Japanese.
would be like just
Yeah.
talking about WandaVision or
I
something.
knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Hey,
anybody out there in the chat, go look up Pat Morita, his early comedy stuff, because he's pretty dirty and he's really funny and he sounds like
Oh, his old school comedy is great.
Yeah, he came up with Red Fox.
Yep. Thank you guys for hopping in, Mecca, on her behalf. We want to thank you, of course, for taking the time out of your day, and we'll see you over on the High Council, right?
Yep. I will be there. I just need food first.